Hi, Saribot.
That's no way to speak of your chat.
Hi, Saribot.
Hey guys, how y'all doing tonight? Hope you're all well.
How's it going, everyone? How's everyone doing?
Oh shit, it's Temtem? How many people even remember what Temtem was?
Welcome to Power Worlds, or Neopets, or Digimon. Or Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Is nothing like Pokemon. Why do people keep on comparing them?
You're just not imagining enough.
Temtem is releasing officially soon? What? Why are you keeping up with that? They put out a trailer. Apparently people are keeping up with Temtem more than I'm aware of.
What is this Temtem?
Temtem was like, oh, this is going to be that big Pokemon killer back when Sword and Shield came out, and there was a big controversy about how it was like low effort.
There's also like this one Pokemon knockoff, game trailer. Yeah, Power World, where it's like Pokemon. In fact, the monsters look a lot like Pokemon, except they also have guns. And it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, cute. Wait, this seems a little weird. That's when okay, dude, those are guns. Is that a sweatshop? Hello? You know, one of those things.
Oh my god, so it's like edgy Pokemon. Got it.
Yeah.
Everyone thought Temtem was going to dethrone Pokemon, and they saw that most of the Pokemon had the same smiley-looking face.
I think I vaguely remember. I don't know. Maybe I might have seen someone streaming Temtem once.
I know a lot of people were talking about, oh man, Pokemon is lazy with their PS2 trees, but Temtem, that's the real shit, even though it's a free-to-play game and then there's a whole bunch of microtransactions, but what I know. Free, get started whenever you are, Mayo.
Let me just switch over to my DS screen. This time around I was like, let me just start on my intermission screen. The intermission screen, you can look at both screens.
You can go pantsless in Temtem. Oh god.
Good for you.
See, I was already having annoyance with the fact that I couldn't have a ponytail while also wearing a hat in Sword and Shield. And then I played Legends Arceus where I couldn't have a ponytail and take off the hat. Now I have to deal with the fact that I can't take off my pants. What is this world coming to?
Wait, were you ever able to take your hat off? In Pokemon as the female?
You can in Sword and Shield. I don't know if you can in Sun and Moon. You definitely can also do it in Legends Arceus. It's just that if you specifically want a ponytail like I do, you have to wear the little bandana thing around your head, which is annoying for me, yeah. Because I was like, man, I can't wait to put on, like, I don't know, a beret, like a certain avatar I have. Well, in Pokemon, you're just going commando. You can't tell what's under the pants. Thank you.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Listen, it's very liberating. It's very airy.
Okay. Okay, you know what? It's like the one episode of Seinfeld, where once Kramer went commando, all of a sudden, all of his problems went away.
Exactly. I take it we're ready for Pokemon Battle Network 9 Scarlet History and Violet Future. We will get to that conversation later, as soon as Mayo's ready to get started.
I suppose I'll go over the continue menu. Here we are. All right.
You're on the continue
Well,
menu? Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. So in the week between streams, I was like thinking about like my team a little bit, and I've realized I don't really need a fire type as much as I think I need to have one, even though I like the fire type. But I feel like having some ground type on my team is nice to have. So come back here, Tom Hanks.
Give a random Smash fact about this game. Okay, so, when Sakurai was deciding on Pokemon to use in Melee, he was all like, okay, time to pick the most iconic Johto Pokemon. He went through the entire list, thought really, really hard about it, and he was like, you know what? Pichu is the most iconic Johto Pokemon of all time. Clearly.
Oop, wrong house.
Who am I supposed to talk to? Am I supposed to go talk to Lance back at the Lake of Rage?
Have you not talked to him yet?
I didn't talk to him at all, no. I didn't
you're
know
supposed to talk to him at the Lake of Rage.
I didn't see him at the Lake of Rage is the thing.
I mean, he only appears after the Red Gyarados.
Oh, he does? I thought he shows up before the Red Gyarados.
Nope. He just appears out of nowhere, like after the Red Gyarados is like taken down, or whatever your Red Gyarados was. Shiny water type.
Yeah. I got like a seal. What did you get?
Cloyster.
What a damn coincidence. Oh, there's Lance. Help me investigate? Sure. I got nothing better to do. Man, I get to work with the government while in the middle of a race? This is amazing.
You know that moment where like you briefly forget you're playing a randomizer?
Yeah.
I was like, why a Carnivine? And then it's like, oh, duh. Because it's fucking randomized.
Like your
I was
first...
like almost like misread the name as like Carvana, so it's like a Carvana.
See, my question is, why did you see Carnivine not question fact? Wait, you're not a Gen 2 Pokemon.
I was like, oh man, the remakes are like really pushing it with the Pokemon inclusion here. Never mind the fact that I was like followed by a Lugia or consciously bringing a Marshtomp into my team. Never mind all that.
I remember back as a kid, for some reason, I think I got stuck in this area and I just could never beat Gen 2. Like,
I think as a kid... Oh, you got stuck here, period.
Yeah, I couldn't... Yeah, I never actually beat original Gold and Silver because of getting stuck here. I only finally... Yeah, I only properly beat Gen 2 when Heart Gold Soul Silver came out. Don't ask me why.
I think as a kid, the closest I got to being stuck here was just like triggering all of the Persian statues without realizing that I'm being like in these battles because I'm walking in front of the statues. Didn't really like realize that they were like the same trainers all the time.
I remember, yeah, I remember seeing Sneasel for the first time here, and I just got my ass kicked by that thing. I said, hey, Lundea, do you want to talk about the new Pokemon? Yeah. I assume you saw the trailer, right, Mayo?
So, it's actually interesting. I haven't been watching the new trailers. So, I don't know, like, I feel like by this point I should watch a trailer for Pokemon, like, especially, like, the one after the reveal trailer.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that was like, I'm going to be, like, very passive in getting Pokemon information because you know how Pokemon marketing can be.
Yeah.
They give away literally everything about the upcoming Pokemon game. And I've also been in a Discord server where they've been pretty interested in avoiding Pokemon news. I wasn't as gung-ho about it as they were, but I mean, I guess because of that, inevitably things have slipped through. But I also don't really mind too much. But
I will say this, out of the recent Pokemon trailers, they haven't been spoiling anything major. They were like saying, oh, there's like, you know what, I don't want to say because you might not want to know.
I mean, there's like just like one tweet that I liked today that was like a reference to E3 for the PlayStation 3.
I'm not sure if I follow, actually. Oh, that was a bad mistake. Why did I swap into a grass type against Typhlosion?
Ancient feudal Japan. Accurate history of Japan. Giant enemy crab.
Oh, there's a. Oh, yeah. There indeed was a giant enemy crab. This trailer.
I was like, how many more hints do I need to provide here? Rich Racer.
I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I thought about that. It's been like oh god, it's been well over 15 years.
That was like early internet memes, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, sorry I'm late, everyone. It's a jungle out there. I had to beat an old lady with a stick.
Peter, you didn't.
But yeah, there was like a lot of really cool stuff that they showed off in the trailer. They showed off the new enemy team, which I fully expect to not actually be a real enemy team considering what happened in Gen 7 and 8.
Yeah, it's kind of been like a trend where like, at least like Gen 7 had like an actual team in the end. 8 was just more like, I mean, those folks, right?
They kind of existed, really. I mean, to be fair, there was a quote-unquote real enemy team. It's just like, you didn't realize that they were the enemy team until really, 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 really late in the game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shoot. Duh, I was supposed to turn the... Right, I was supposed to turn the things off, right.
Like, it's especially notable because of the fact that you already started a Pokemon League by the time you actually start battling them. I mean, how many people actually anticipate, Do you think it's okay to talk about Sword and Shield spoilers? I don't know what the statute of limitations on that is.
As it has been like 3 years ago by now, right?
3 or 4 years ago by now, yeah.
I mean, how does Chad think?
Chad, is it okay to talk about Sword and Shield spoilers?
Absolutely okay with it, sure, go for it.
Okay, so like, yeah, like, how many people actually anticipated Chairman Rose to be evil? I don't know,
I
I
actually anticipated it, but just more like I wouldn't discount the possibility, considering the character's function and all.
I mean, that's true, but like, they also introduced another female a new character in today's trailer that's like, oh, hi, I'm the chairman of the Pokemon League, and I'm like,
yeah,
so are you going to be evil too?
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, okay, so you're going to be the evil one, huh?
Which is interesting to say, considering the, there is also a evil team leader already shown off, and she looks fairly evil, but then again, so did Guzma.
To some degree, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with that one. I actually really like the story in Sword and Shield, despite people's grievances with it.
Well, I mean, do you mean like everything in the story, or like...
Not everything, but I do like a lot of elements of the story. Like, I actually liked Rose's motivations. I actually like why he was being an idiot, because it's actually a character flaw of his. Because, like, here's the thing. I know a lot of people are like, oh man, I don't like characters being an idiot, but for me, it's not necessarily that being an idiot is an issue with the character, but more so why they behave the way they do. And if they behave like an idiot because of like a logistical character flaw, I'm like, no, that makes sense. Is a villain needed? I don't even think he's necessarily how should I put it? Oh, God, you're ground type, right? Why am I shooting electricity at you? But like, how do I put it? It's more like an antagonist more than actually a villain. Like, villains and antagonists usually get conflated with each other because people think, oh, antagonist, oh, you must be a super villain. And I'm like, no, that's not entirely true. It can just be an obstacle for the main character to overcome. It doesn't necessarily mean they're the most evil being alive.
I mean, I guess of the villains we've had in Pokemon, he would be the one who, like, definitely misunderstood the scope of everything.
No, exactly.
And it's like nothing that he did was like explicitly like harmful to like. Well, he never like really like harmed anyone explicitly either.
Oh, here's the thing that people often miss out on Rose's thing. He didn't want to cause trouble for the entire Galar region. He fully, like, there's a reason why he asked Leon to help him with it, because he wanted Leon to help him, like, make sure it doesn't get out of control. And after Leon declined him, he's like, you know what? I guess I'm going to have to do it myself then, because he was actually a former Pokemon champion himself, so he probably was just confident in himself. You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily evil motivations. It was just him being overconfident and over-eager. You know what I mean?
I think some people's argument may be like Pokemon Sword and Shield was like telling multiple stories at once. So this is like its own independent story out there.
I agree, but for me, Pokemon is a story of people, and everyone has their own different stories to tell, and that's how I see the Pokemon universe. So I didn't mind that aspect of it.
So it's more like a story of like an ensemble cast and everyone's like struggles and all that jazz, right?
No, exactly. It's an ensemble cast, exactly. Who has my EXP share right now? Bigger off. Yeah.
Digimon, 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 Digimon.
Rose was never... No, like, I could have sworn Rose was a champion. Like, oh no, I'm sorry. It wasn't Rose that was a champion. It was his brother, Peony, was a champion.
Was he a champion? I thought he was like a gym leader at most.
No, I could have sworn, like, I remember one of the two was a champion at one point.
Wasn't it like Mustard who was a champion at some point?
I think Mustard was definitely a champion, yeah. And Lundea says Peony was a former champion. Okay.
Okay.
Peony was a former champion and a Steel-type gym leader. Okay.
Oh, so he made it all the way? Okay.
That's cool. Yeah, but then he, like, retired from being champion because he realized his brother was in charge of the, what's it called? The, Pokemon League. And it's like, well, I don't like my brother. Goodbye.
And he then wanted to, like, spend some quality time with his daughter.
Yeah.
Big Bob Peony.
Oh my god, I wish I had some held items to work with around here.
Oh, right, I forgot how, like, weasels bring up sandstorms, right.
Oh, hey! All the electrodes got replaced by Weezings. They both explode. That's funny. Rose only ever got second place in the Championship Cup. Okay, sorry about that. I misremembered that one. It's a little hard to remember some of the details because there are so many characters with different backstories in that game.
Not to mention that most of those like details would be in those trainer cards.
Yeah. And you also have to get the advanced versions of the trainer cards to get even more lore about stuff. You think Peony has a Rotom Emporium? What do you mean by an Emporium?
So I referenced Big Bapataki.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it now, yeah. Man, you know what? One of my favorite jokes from the Jungle movie that Hey Arnold put out a few years ago? I really love how Big Bob is still selling beepers in 2022. Well, not 2022, but when that movie came out.
I do like the state of the Big Bob, like, you know, like beeper like store as well.
Yeah. $2017, that's what it was. The next game has cave undergrounds and doesn't follow Breath of the Wild, is just above ground. No, I totally get that. Like, I will freely admit that Sword and Shield is extremely linear. I'm not going to deny that front. As someone who defends that game way too often.
Oh, hey, it's a Cresselia. Hey there, Cresselia, from Swimmer Jessica.
I keep on forgetting that keep forgetting the new games are set in a place called Paldea. Is there any meaning behind that name? Like, usually Pokemon names have a lot of meaning behind it. I'm wondering if there's like an Italian name behind it or something like that. According to the Hey Arnold wiki, Big Bob is the antagonist of the series.
Hey, Checkman, thanks a lot for the 4 years. Oh wow, that is 4 years. Well, Twitch 4 years. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well too.
Twister. I mean, yeah, I meant Spanish. Sorry, Lindea.
Also to all Californians, hope the heat is treating alright.
How hot is it in California right now?
It's getting better.
Mayo, you're in the Rocket hideout, right?
Yeah.
Are all the Rocket's Pokemon the exact same Pokemon?
No.
Because all the Rocket Pokemon have been used the exact same Pokemon. It's been a Bidoof, a Typhlosion, and something else. I forgot what the third one is, but all of them have been using the exact same Pokemon.
All of them where?
Inside the Rocket hideout.
Like the first floor?
Yeah, the first floor. Every single one of them had the exact same Pokemon.
Have you been having battles in front of Persian statues?
Yes.
Did you forget? You know how, like, whenever you, like, walk in front of those statues, some alarm plays?
No, I know that, but I'm just saying... Always that... Are they always going to be the same Pokemon?
Same two trainers, actually.
Oh, is that how that works? I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I realized as a kid, where it's all like, wait a minute, why am I fighting these folks? They're, like, all, like, using the same Pokemon.
I didn't know that would also affect... I didn't know the randomizer would not change anything because of that.
I guess it's all because it's, like, all tied to the same trainer.
I never realized that as a fact. I just assumed that that was them being all like, oh, we're just going to send in grunts with the same typical Team Rocket Pokemon. I never noticed the pattern as a kid, legitimately.
Yesterday was the worst, got to triple digits. It was like, either yesterday or like 2 days ago, we had like, you know, like triple digit like heat waves going on.
Oh my god, seriously? Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, usually like September is like the worst month in terms of like heat, or it's like summer's last hurrah. But we also got some like, this summer's kind of like also like record-breaking highs and all that jazz, you know, the usual where, you know, a year or two from now we're also gonna get like record-breaking highs.
And then no one is going to acknowledge that fact.
Hi, Reggie Steele. Why is it always you? Oh my god. You're probably gonna use Curse. Maybe I should like bring out Tom Hanks.
Cloth is a really dumb name. I'm sorry. I love the design, but it's got a really dumb name for me too. I'm really excited for the Mega Man Pokemon that they added, though. They look cool. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice all these rockets I've been fighting are schoolgirl Wellingtons. You'll take Ceruledge if you don't pick Fuecoco. I still haven't figured out which starter I'm going to go with. All of them I like in different reasons. I originally hated their designs because that's just generally how I function whenever a new Pokemon gets revealed. I'm like, oh, this thing looks stupid. I'm going to hate it forever. 5 minutes later, oh, I love them.
trying to remember like who appealed to me the most when I saw like the Gen 8 starters at first, and like now so like I feel like, you know, I know like Fuecoco like, you know, like took everyone by storm. Oh, you have low kick. Ooh. Okay.
You're going with Donald Duck? I don't blame you. I think Donald Duck is cute too.
Ooh, nice critical hip.
I think my choice was Score Bunny at first when I first saw the Gen 8 starters, but once I got spoiled on what the final evolutions were going to look like, I was like, you know what, let's go Sobble. I still like Cinderace a lot though, but Inteleon's pretty cool too. I don't know, there are some aspects about Inteleon I thought could have been designed a bit better, but aside from that, I love the concept of being a secret spy kind of Pokemon.
For me, I think when I played like Sword and Shield, I never really had knowledge on like what they evolved into. So it's funny how like when I was like raising up Scorbunny, with each evolution I was like, oh no, are you going to evolve into a firefighter again?
I think they finally learned from that fact. You will switch Rillaboom and Galar, but your team otherwise couldn't have been find a balance of physical and special attackers. Yeah, honestly, I feel like a lot of issues people usually find is trying to figure out, hey, why is my entire team physical attackers?
Yeah. I think I had like maybe like 1 or 2 special attackers on my team. Like there was like Toxtricity was like one of the special attackers.
Yeah. Does anybody what was the main stat line for what's his name again? The Fairy Dark type, the one that looks like Bayonetta.
Oh, we were just talking about him like the last time.
Yeah, we were.
Grimmsnarl is the final evolution.
Yeah, Grimmsnarl. Yeah, was Grimmsnarl special or physical? I think
Physical.
Yeah, okay.
It was physical. Yeah, so I had like Grimmsnarl, Cinderace, Quagsire, Toxtricity, Raven, and who was my last Pokemon on my team? Who was the last Pokemon on my team? Oh, Sirfetch'd. So mostly physical.
Yeah,
which surprised me.
I think
No,
Galar
like
in general.
It's like
yeah.
so. I think it's like just. Well, you think it's Galar? You think it's like just Galar, or?
I think it might just be Galar in general because I think most of their best Pokemon were physical oriented.
I wonder if that's kind of like a whole like since Gen 4, they're like you get biased towards like the physical attackers.
I don't think that's intentional. I feel like that was a. I feel like that might have been a coincidence. Mostly because like a lot of Gen 1 and Gen 2 Pokemon were really good as special attackers. See freaking broken Psychic type Pokemon like Mewtwo.
But then it's like some of the fun Pokemon since like Gen 4 onwards are like the physical ones. Like, let's say Excadrill from Gen 5.
Excadrill.
Although that's already like a physical type to begin with, but I mean,
Garchomp was a physical attacker, and everybody knows how annoying that thing is.
Yeah. Gallade.
Gallade's a physical attacker, but Gardevoir is a special attacker.
Like all of your like special attackers are all. A lot of the new like special attackers that were like amazing were like fairy types.
I don't think there's a physical fairy type user, is there? Unless we're counting Grimmsnarl.
Grimmsnarl, Azumarill.
All right, Azumarill.
Because like Mawile, like a lot of like the retro. A lot of the ones that were like retconned as like, oh, if Granbull, okay, there's a pure fairy type.
Yeah, but like those were retroactively turned into fairy types.
So like any new fairy types. Slurpuff is a menace if you get belly drum off. I was never aware that Swirlpuff was like physical.
Does anybody use Slurpuff?
That's probably why I was like surprised.
I'll be real, a majority of the X and Y Pokemon, I don't even remember very well.
Yeah, me
like
neither.
the ones I really remember are like Sylveon, the starters, the legendaries, and that's about it. I can't really think of any other X and Y Pokemon.
All right, Lance, you have Joey's Rattata, see?
Oh, you're that far into the rocket base already? Jeez.
It's all like, okay, let me set up my round boy. Rattata, level 40, let's go.
How could you forget Tyrantrum? Hey, I didn't say I don't like them. I just say I don't remember them.
Dion.
X and Y is special to you because it was released on your birthday? Dude, that's awesome.
Nice. Yo, this Rattata is like insane. It's double as it has like 1 KO like both a Vespiquen and a Graveler.
Is it a Fear Rattata?
It's all like, I'm all like, wow, this is really like Joey's Rattata here.
It's the top percentage. Yo, Since Mage, how's it going?
Hey, Sense Mage.
Ba ba ba.
Wow, this Rattata did some work. Holy hell.
I forgot how to navigate this place. Do you? Oh boy, you're definitely going to get ahead of me here because I do not remember how to get through this base.
I got lost a little bit too.
Oh, that's a warp. Okay. That said, sentimentality is going to make you rank X and Y higher. Okay. If anybody knows anything about me, I'm someone who does not care about the whole Gen 1 thing is superior to anything else in. But I will say, as someone who has grown up with the X and Y series, I mean, not X and Y, grown up with the Pokemon series from the beginning. Oh God, Regigigas! I just really, really hate X and Y. Like, not necessarily from a gameplay standpoint. I think the two things that really make me hate it from a gameplay standpoint is, one, the really, really bad pacing at the beginning of the game, and the pacing in the middle, in the late game. But, like, I also really hate how useless so many characters are. Like, people say that, oh, there's a lot of too many characters in Sword and Shield. At least those characters are fleshed out. You have the flattest freaking characters in X and Y ever.
I'm Tierno. I like to dance.
Oh man, Tierno,
my character is all about dancing.
Cut a rug.
Where's the fucking Ludicolo then?
Where? I love how everyone goes to Ludicolo immediately whenever people talk about that.
Thanks, Mirabee.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I was like, Tierno, you're like the worst thing ever. Get out of my face.
This
also,
one Rocket Grunt, just to point out, has not only a Regigigas without slow start, but he also has a Slowking without Truant.
Oh, jeez.
What the hell are these Pokemon? Oh,
Also,
it's okay. He only has
Scratch.
Scratch. We're fine.
Alright, Spiritomb was caught.
Oh, you found a Spiritomb?
So, it's interesting. The electrodes are different. All different Pokemon.
What?
Each of them is different.
Really?
Yeah. So, you can nickname the Spiritomb, folks.
Drop 100 bits if you want to nickname a Pokemon for either of us, guys. Or if you, you know what? I'm going to add an addendum to that. If you see a Pokemon you want us to catch, you can also force us to catch it by dropping 100 bits and nickname it as well.
It's because like we're at a point where like we can start to like afford to like
Ignoring
ignore Pokemon.
Yeah. So I thought it'd be worth throwing in that addendum.
That's fair. Because I guess like for the most part, our teams are solidifying if they haven't already.
I'm actually a defender of Hal from Sun and Moon. I think people misunderstand what his character is supposed to be. A lot of people think of him as like X and Y kind of rivals, where it's like, oh, we're just happy-go-lucky. I think the idea behind Hal is actually more so the fact that he doesn't have any ambition as a character.
Twice. And sold.
Nice job. But yeah, I feel like Hal as a character is more so someone who doesn't have any ambition as someone, and he always just plays off the lack of ambition as being goofy and nice to people. Like it's kind of like how he knows he has a family heritage with the fact that his grandfather is a kahuna, and he's like, you know what? I'm afraid of failing, and I don't want to live up to that legacy, so I'm just going to do whatever. Whether or not you think that's a good character arc is another story.
Oh, there was a rocket here too. Right, I forgot about that. Whoops. Oh well.
Would warn some Pokemon may appear and not appear again, like the Voltorb may not appear again. That is true. Steel type is effective against rock type, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is.
Yep. There's like this like one memory that I have where I had an Onix that had Iron Tail, and I was like, okay, so I've learned that Steel is strong against like rock and ice. Therefore, I'll use it against Misty's Lapras. Never mind the fact that water kind of negates the Steel type.
Yeah,
Also, it was an Onix, so that too.
You know, that's actually something I really appreciate about Pokemon, is the fact that some Pokemon are designed with the idea of counterbalancing their own weaknesses by being strong against their own weakness. Of course, that depends on the typing, because I feel like even if you were super effective against something, if you have a weak enough defensive typing, that doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
You like how he contrasts Gladion, especially later on? Oh yeah, for sure. There's a... I feel like Hal's meant to serve as a foil character to Gladion for the most part. Can you wake up already?
For me, like, I remember like Hal being like the good companion. He was like always like the nice guy. I never really like... I was never anti-Hal at all, but I think it's also like... I wouldn't... You know, jump in front of a car for him, I guess.
Is there any Pokemon character you jump in front of?
I mean, I know like there's like some like characters who many people would be like fans of, but like for me, that's a good question. I know like who like. I mean, I know there's like people who would say Cynthia. I know, but are you sure that's a kind of a? Are you sure that would describe you? Oh, so yeah, Cynthia can like... Cars actually like run away from Cynthia, you know?
Yeah, Cynthia would be the type of person who tanks the car by throwing out her Garchomp.
Maybe like someone from like Gen 5? I don't know.
Would you jump in front of a car for Bianca?
I'd pull her out of harm's way.
You know what? Fair. What's the question, Sims Mage? What's up? I would have to go over that in my head too, which character I would actually try to save the life of. You know what, Lily? I'll save Lily's life.
Alright. Lily from Sun and Moon, right?
Yeah, Sun and Moon.
Yeah, actually that's also like a fair answer too, yeah. Oh, right. Magmar has Drizzle, right. Let's make it rain, Magmar.
You choose Yellow from the manga. You know what? Touche on that one. I think Yellow's adorable. I really wish I had a twisted spoon for lunch money. Her attacks are strong, but they could be stronger. Oh no, my special attacker is burned. Whatever will I do?
You see, Gaddy, that's also like my angle a little bit. They don't really exist.
Well, we're going under the assumption that they do exist, okay, Mayo? Gosh.
But what if they don't?
Don't ruin my fantasies! I will marry Cynthia one day. I mean, what?
You know, I was gonna like reference like Cynthia being like, you know how people would say like, oh yeah, I'll totally like let Cynthia step on me, and then I'm like, would you be stepped on by an imaginary person? You don't feel anything from being stepped on by an imaginary foot.
I think the whole idea is them assuming them to be real to begin with, anyway.
But what if that assumption wasn't made? What if they have to like wake up and realize, wait, Cynthia's not real?
Why do you have to break my hopes and dreams and everyone that loves Cynthia?
You have to all learn someday.
No, let me live in my fantasy world. Let me live in the Matrix. I know the steak isn't real, but it tastes so good.
Okay, Blue Pillar. Welcome.
Schoolgirl Joey! Oh my god, all the Rocket Grunts are schoolgirls. I didn't even realize.
I think for me, they're just like all like swimmers, so it's all like Swimmer Jessica, Santa Cresselia. Neat. Alright, well, these two trainers were fun.
I was bearable, but he did appear a bit too frequently, give items. I more so chalk that up to game design rather than character writing, if that makes any sense. Do you ever have those times where it's like, oh, a character behaves in an annoying way, but it's more so because of game design more than actual character writing? It's like, oh, like, this character shows up to heal your Pokemon, and it's like, stop giving me heals, I didn't ask for heals.
You see, I'm trying to like remember, because I think I did have those examples, and I feel like one of them might have been from Legends Arceus, and I'm trying to remember who the culprit was for that.
Really? I don't remember getting that many heals in Legends Arceus.
Not really like heals, but more like they are annoying for the sake of gameplay, you know?
Oh, are you I'm thinking about the Thief girls, the Good Luck girls, or whatever they were called?
Not exactly, but come to think of it, considering like one moment where like they're like inserted there, yeah, I can also see why you'd suggest that.
Yeah.
So like, we have this like story flow. We're here, neat, get out of my face.
Skyward Sword fight. Yeah, you know what? That's a very good example of that, I would say.
True, yeah.
Because I think Fi is actually really interesting as a character, especially the ending with her. But I 100% understand why people hate her because of gameplay reasons.
Did I see the latest Pokemon trailer? I think limited, I haven't.
Yeah, it's all right. I don't know. I'm just not really feeling Scarlet and Violet yet, but I fully anticipate to probably like the game by the end of the day.
Oh my god, Tapu.
To be fair, they made her not pop up as much in the Switch port, so yay.
Let's see, I get they need to give items occasionally, but if it was spread out to other characters, like the trial captains or Kahunas or the professor, even a generic NPC would break their... Was it how that often? I don't remember, but that may also like speak to like... I think for me, like, how's fine, but I don't remember much of how otherwise. So that might also be a testament to something, but I don't know. I like the general story of Sun and Moon. Like, it made me feel better than the story of X and Y, but that's not a high bar to cross.
I feel like most people just walked away going, man, Lily's story is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Want an unpopular opinion? No. But go ahead.
No unpopular opinions allowed. What do you think this is? The internet?
Oh my god, I forgot Silver shows up here.
Yeah.
Wait, he just pushes it. What? All he does is push me. What's the point?
He's like, yo, this guy beat me. Fuck you.
What a jerk. He just shows up, does he get bent and leaves. Got it. So he is not Ryoji. What was his name again? Why am I blanking on Persona 4 man's name?
Wait, which character again?
The guy who tells you to get bent all the time.
That's
Kanji! There we go, thank you.
Was it really Kanji?
Yeah,
Okay.
Kanji, like, he's kind of associated with saying get bent, even though he technically only says it once.
Mm. Don't fart at me, Stunky.
Ah, damn it.
Also, they needed her story in the Ultra games. I guess I've never played them. No, don't really have an intention to play them, honestly, since I've played the base ones, so... Cascu. Alright.
You know, it's really weird. I like different aspects of Lily's story for Sun and Moon. I think Sun and Moon is at its best in the first game, but the Ultra games, there are some aspects I also like better in that. It's weird.
Hmm. I'll tell you Price's secret. Hey guys, guess what? Here's Price's secret on my screen. The reason Price is so strong is because every day he sits on top of very cold ice and trains his body and spirit. Wow, that's actually uninteresting. Holy hell.
I can't believe you just
How do you
revealed...
go on a date, snowboarder who wasn't even a snowboarder?
I can't believe you revealed his secret in front of everyone like this, Mayo. Gosh.
I mean, he probably says it to every single first date he goes to. Like, hey, guess what? I know Price's secret. He sits on top of ice. Can it, waiter check, please? Or is it like that TikTok duet thing where it's all like, yeah, Price sits on top of ice. Oh, I have to go. The date is both of them sitting on ice. Oh, jeez. Nothing like a bonding activity like being bonded to the same block of ice.
Have they ever done a speed run of this at GDQ?
I know they've done Heart Gold at some point. It might have been one of those ill-fated runs because of RNG.
Hmm.
I think it might have been Keyzeron trying this game.
That's fair. And you read that as... Oh my god, Lundea. Oh god, it's on level 18 Darkrai. Never mind, I'm fine. Wait, hang on. Did Lance have a Dragonite?
He would, yeah.
No. I mean, did your Lance have a Dragonite?
He had a Rattata. Is yours vanilla or something?
Mine is a regular ass Dragonite, yeah.
Wow, you're not even playing a randomizer. What the hell?
You know, I was cheating this entire time. I'm sorry to say.
I'm cheating. Cheat that way. Cheat that way.
Cheated! No, it's okay to cheat.
I'm cheating. There's an antenna under my hat. I'm cheating. What?
But that would be cheating. Cheating! Both Heart Gold and Soul Silver have been run at GDQ. Really? Huh. That's cool.
At the same time?
Yeah, I was about to say at the same time. For the record, the moves are still random if that helps. That's true. Not at the same time. Okay.
Mrs. Path, I think I cheated.
My leg! Mrs. Puff, I'm sorry I cheated. Oh, it's alright, SpongeBob. Take me away, boys. Oh my god, I forgot Drowsy has Truant.
Oh, geez, Golduck has download. Then again, you're a Golduck, so whatever.
You know, that's kind of sad because I always thought Golduck was a cool Pokemon.
There was a thought of me that, like, thought Misty's, like, Psyduck would actually evolve in that episode.
Oh, you mean one where, like, she finds a Golduck as Psyduck's tail started glowing or whatever?
Yeah, but also, like, they showed, like, some, like, Pokemon commercials here and there showing some, like, random clips, and one of them was, like, Misty, like, hugging a Golduck and saying, "Golduck, you're the best," out of context. Before the episode even aired. So, you know.
Yeah.
Don't you love, channels? For TV shows? Oh, right, Jar Jar Binks evolves to level 30, right.
Alright, I'm about to fight some Electrodes. Let's see if they're any worth catching. That I doubt, but we'll see. Friendly reminder again, if you want to, make me to catch a Pokemon, 100 bits. First up, Girafarig!
Not bad. I got a freaking Luminion for my first Electrode. And then I thought it was going to be like all Luminions, and then it's like, oh, this is a Charmeleon, I see. Okay.
Luminion is like one of those Pokemon people forget exist.
I mean, I know it exists. It's just more like it's kind of like, well, another fish Pokemon.
You know what I hate about Luminion? Yeah. You know what I hate about Luminion, though? When I try to catch one in Legends Arceus because it's in the water. Oh, trying to catch things in the water is the freaking worst, dude. Sadly, Luminion is just another fish in the sea. Accurate!
Yep. If it were Finneon and Luminion instead of Goldeen and Sea King, then it'd be a different story, but nope.
Okay, I guess it's time for me to slow down and let you get even further ahead. Oh, I just realized I don't have... Okay, so I don't have Genie in this current setup, so we're going to have to move over here. Sorry. Oh, Genie is lost. Come on now, spin those wheels. We need an answer right away, really fast. Ruby Raiko asks, will Gen 9 story be as good as Gen 5 and 7's? And the answer is... Genie, give me an answer. I don't know, maybe one day, we'll see. I haven't played the game yet. Bye! Thank you! Back to my... back to this.
The Pokemon Maya remembers most from X and Y. Okay, let's see here. It's like... There's like a lot of Pokemon I remember from X and Y, but... You know what? Screw it, I'm gonna like draw like the Pokemon I remember the most from X and Y. Not necessarily Gen 6 though.
I'm kind of curious what Pokemon it is that you would remember the most. Also, Lundea, don't call me out like that. Listen, Jeannie would be the type of girl who would try to force me to lose a race. Hang on, I need to see what you're drawing. I'm that curious.
I'm also like, I'm butchering your design by a lot, but it's fine.
What do you mean my design? Oh, unless you're talking about like the Pokemon.
I'm talking to the Pokemon.
Well, the Pokemon's not in the Discord call Myo.
It's also not real, Myo.
Exactly.
I thought we went over this.
Exactly. First you talk about, oh, Poke waifus can't be real, but now you're saying Pokemon can be real. Wow, what a double standard there.
Well, I never said anything about like Pokemon, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm forgetting what colors were where, but you know what? This is mostly what I remember.
What the hell is this thing?
Once I find the colors, you'll see.
Oh, no, I know what this thing is now. I looked at its feet. I just realized because it's the Mega Evolution of Blaziken.
Exactly. I'm also like, wow, I don't recall like it's a chicken, but I don't remember it having a beak. But you know what? You have a beak now. Congratulations.
I think it's always had a beak, actually.
Yeah, but I think it's not like a whole like actual like easy beak, but more like a different type of like beak, you know, structure. But it's fine.
Can I talk about the absurdity and wonderfully strange world of Pokemon Masters EX canon? By all means, I actually really like Pokemon Masters for the canon stuff. For a second, no, I was talking about Miles drawing Wolf, don't worry. Mom, stop calling me! I was helping Lance save the world! No, that was not a dream!
Thank you. I did think about, I said, like, drawing some, like, Gen 6 Pokemon, especially, but it would have also been, like, Pokemon that I would have had on my team, like, Slash would have been a good one, too.
Slash is pretty good.
For some reason, I also wanted to, like, draw a cake Pokemon, even though that was, like, Gen 8.
Yeah. Honestly, the later generations kind of blend together for me a bit.
Yeah.
I had to do what did you do to Chestnut?
I mean, I boxed it, for starters. Look. It existed, and then I was like, I'll give grass types a chance, and then it's like, wow, this is kind of... You know what? Blaziken, you're my best friend now.
I'm a little sad that you didn't really like how Snivy turned out. I really do like Snivy as a Pokemon. But it's a little more like a Chikorita Stonewall kind of Pokemon at the time.
That or needed as a hidden ability as well for like full potential.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I feel like that's the case for most of the starter Pokemon because otherwise they just have the, you know, Blaze, Overgrow, and Torrent abilities.
Mm-hmm.
I forget, did you like Trico?
It was fine, but could have been better.
That's fair. Like, you would think that seeing Trico, he's a physical attacker, but no, he's actually a special attacker.
Like, if they had a physical special split by Gen 3, I'm sure Trico would have been a physical attacker, but...
Oh, yeah.
And now, like, Gen 3 is, like, awkward where it's all like, hey, look at this physical-looking Sceptile. Its best moves are, like, special for some reason.
Which is really weird because his signature move at the time was Leaf Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Except nowadays, I think Sceptile's signature move is like Leaf Storm.
Yeah, but, you know, it had to, like, borrow it from, like, someone.
Yeah.
Alright, now, here we go.
You forget that Apom is a Gen 2 Pokemon? The only reason I don't forget that is because of how prominent Apom is in the Pokemon The third Pokemon movie. Leaf Blade and Bullet Seed? Bullet Seed is mostly because of the anime, though.
Yeah.
Mayo?
Yeah.
I was about to ask you what Pokemon you would be, but I think that's a little redundant at this point, wouldn't you say?
You know, Swampert.
Oh yeah,
That would
obviously.
that would be me, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Did my rival just take my clothes off in public?
Wait, you're at the radio tower?
Yeah.
How are you there already?
How are you not?
I'm at Price's gym.
I mean, not too far. Not too far. I just started Radio Tower.
Mayo 2. You know what? I kind of want to see Mayo as a Mewtwo now. Like, would it just be Mewtwo with Amphiros's head, or would it be Mewtwo's head on Amphiros's body?
The second one would be weird to look at.
You go eat food? No worries, Junie. Thank you for dropping by.
Have a good food, Junie. Oh no. I see the art suggestion has been taken up. Backtrack, what did I say? What did I say? What did I say?
I don't remember what you said either. I was too distracted.
I mean, it's all like Swampert or like combination, but
Harry! Am I going to get sweeped by a freaking Jirachi of all things?
also just me like saying I just started the radio tower.
Mega Mewtwo, why it's just Ampharos, sure. Can I just say, I really love they finally gave Mewtwo a battle theme, and it's just a remix of the Wild Encounter theme for Red and Blue. It sounds so good.
Alright, if you're the age of 16, this Pokemon on screen is going to be very funny to you. You know what? Not even 16, 13. But neither age is legal here, so get out. Ooh, Meganium. Oh, jeez.
It's just tank. You can probably tank anything it throws out.
I mean, probably not something to worry about, but just more like, ooh, Meganium, but... Okay, fine. It'll be easy. It's a fucking Meganium.
Mewtwo had a battle theme in the first stadium. That's fair, but I'm talking about mainline Pokemon games.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say the Pokemon Stadium theme isn't good. It is. I'm just saying, yeah. I don't know. It kind of depends. I know, like, some people consider Pokemon Coliseum a mainline Pokemon game. But then again, people tend to argue with me about whether or not Legends Arceus is a mainline Pokemon game, and I say it is. What? I swear, this is like the 4th or 3rd Regigigas I fought this entire stream.
I feel like of the Regis, the one I see the most is Registeel.
That's not too bad, all things considered.
I think like nowadays the threat of Registeel has been neutralized just because like they're less likely to know Explosion.
Mm-hmm.
And just like less likely to just like spam, you know, Curse and Explosion.
Are you serious? You got a critical hit on me? Screw you, game!
You know what? Luigi, you may need to like learn something better than that. So let me just go and teach you. Fly. I'm teaching you an HM. Oh my god.
I swear, I am having the worst possible luck right now when it comes to these battles. On the positive side of things, Ivysaur is now a Venusaur.
Nice. I mean Venusaur.
Soar!
Let's see. Aeroblast is level 43, so that's a bit away. Sure, let's go play with Fly then for now.
Let's get rid of Sleep Powder, actually, yeah. You know, Max, that reminds me. I remember for a time people tried to imply that, Iris and Leon was related. Because they posted fake screenshots of her saying, "Oh yeah, this reminds me of my cousin who's a champion in Galar."
Oh, I see. Is it also because of the... I mean, I can see why they would also like think that.
Because they're black?
And purple hair.
Oh wow, I forgot the purple hair connection. That's a good point.
But yes, I was also thinking about that too.
Listen, I pay attention to the obvious stuff, you pay attention to the less obvious stuff. It balances out. I think I know what I need to do here. Their hair is literally massive. Yeah, but I don't pay attention to that aspect. I pay attention to what they look like as people. Because they have pretty faces.
You see, like it's all like color, but not the hair color.
Yeah.
I don't see hair color.
Thank you, Mayo.
Ursaring. Ooh.
Yes, everything needs to be pretty. Have you seen how adorable I am? Oh boy, what do I want to do here? Ugh.
Round boy, you're hitting the Ursaring in the crotch. I hope you're realizing what you're doing.
So, what was the reason for why Lily has a Lunala in Masters anyway?
Hey, Whooper. What's up? Let me just Dark Pulse you in the face. Whoopa!
No, my baby!
No, it's dead. Reptar's destroyed Whooper. Whooper on the ice.
It's now ground poison type too in Paldea.
I've seen that, yeah.
I really hope
Of course, one thumbnail that I've seen is like Tom making the reaction face that everyone makes, but I guess it also fits in because, you know, branding.
Yeah. I am really curious on whether or not he's going to get a Quagsire form with that, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Like, Sword and Shield opened some doors when it came to, like, the variants.
Oh, is that how she got? So she got that from the alternate dimension Cosmog? That's hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah, there's you can go through an alternate dimension in at the end of the post game of Sun and Moon, and you can get a Cosmog that way.
That's interesting. So I never really like bothered finishing the post game of Sun and Moon, so I'm not really like I mean, yeah, I can't. Don't worry about, let's say, like story spoilers because I wouldn't have gotten back to it by this rate. It's been forever, but that is an interesting concept that you like visit a different dimension. But it also makes sense given all of the wormhole shenanigans that were going on there.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that was their explanation for how you're able to catch a Cosmog anyway. Because, like, because the one Cosmog that shows up evolves into the legendary Pokemon.
Hmm. Janky Pokemon healing. Janky Pokemon healing.
What do you mean by janky? What's going on over there?
PC healing.
Oh.
Just because they didn't want to go the extra steps to go to the Pokemon Center.
I didn't know there was a PC inside of the radio tower.
First floor. I think the intent is just for the lottery, I think.
That's fair.
Hey, Woot, how's it going? How you doing?
I see how it is, Woot.
What?
I don't know where I was going with that. I just wanted to say that for no reason. This isn't funny, Lawrence. Oh god. Have you considered playing more of Ratchet and Clank, by the way, Mayo? Because
I hear people say that, you know, like it gets better from like, let's say like the second game onwards.
Oh, it gets so much better from second game onwards.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the best way to describe it is, you know how to jump from Kingdom Hearts 1 to Kingdom Hearts 2?
Yeah.
Imagine that for Ratchet and Clank.
Quiver in fear!
Yeah, what's super? Thank you so much for your raid. Really appreciate it. What are you up to?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, more DK64. Nice. How's that going for you? Ooh, banana.
Ooh, banana.
How y'all doing? I'm No Limit Blind Variety streamer, but currently in a race with Myohel0. Can someone throw up the multi command for him?
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Myo's currently winning because he's better at Pokemon than I am.
What?
Yeah, clearly you're better than me at it, otherwise you wouldn't be ahead, right?
Never mind the fact that I also like remember like things better a little bit here and there, but we've been like pretty fairly like neck and neck right now or so, right?
I mean, we were neck to neck at the beginning of the stream, and now it's like, you know what? Let's find all the Persian statues for no reason.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, like my logic was like, you know what? I'm gonna do that so that way I can get some extra experience. But I'm assuming you decided to skip all of them instead because of that.
I accidentally like triggered one of the refights once, and then I was like, right, you go back to the computer to turn it off. So it's more like me like briefly forgetting. Also, huge improvement over the. I would hope so. So like, I played the first one, and it didn't leave a great impression on me. So
I freely admit the first Ratchet and Clank is rough to get through, but it gets a lot better with Ratchet and Clank 2.
it's like even as I played one, like people said, you're like, I'm glad you're playing Ratchet and Clank, but it gets better from the second game onwards.
Exactly. Like it's good for like getting to know the series, but the series what everyone knows and loves really begins with 2, honestly.
Part of it was also like, I feel like it's back when I had like a previous setup where if I stream from my, if I like stream with like OBS and such, like, what was I gonna say? It was back before I like had like it was like an older Elgato, so there was like a game delay, audio delay. So I couldn't really, let's say, like listen to the game audio through Elgato into OBS and have it like sync up with the game in front of me. So I would need to, let's say, like have the audio play from the TV, but not have it be too loud so it catches in the microphone. And I forget if there were subtitles in the game or not. It may have been there, it may not have been there. So basically, what I mean to say is that I could barely connect with the characters or anyone. I think all I remember, like Star and I were talking about how like Ratchet was being a major asshole to Clank.
Yeah, that's just like that's Ratchet in first game in general. He's just an asshole who's very selfish about everything he does.
Mm-hmm. But gameplay wise, it was okay. The first game part, and then like the second half, it like ramped up, and then the final boss was just not good. Especially when I like read a guide as I was fighting it, and it says, yeah, so by this point you should have done some like massive grinding to get like the best weapons, and I'm all like, oh no.
Yeah, no, entirely. I don't blame you on that one. That was not good game.
So I was like, let me just like watch the ending on YouTube. There we go. Ratchet and Clank is finished. Yay.
I don't think you need to grind that much in later Ratchet and Clank games. Like, hell, I don't even think you need to grind at all, but I lost track of my brain. But I definitely recommend playing it, at least like giving the series another shot if you want to really get into the series.
I found this amusing what Woot says. I like Ratchet and Clank 1, but I cheesed the game to get the Rhino for the final boss after watching your stream series. Good. I'm glad it inspired you. As a warning sign.
Where do I get the rocket uniform?
Underground.
Oh, right, okay. Before I do that, let me pay a visit to Bill.
Oh, did you ever get your, like, quote-unquote Eevee?
I'm gonna try right now, but my party's full.
Night, Gaddy.
Yeah, take care, Gaddy. Feel better, dude. Why is everything so slow in Generation 4? Were we just, like, more patient back then?
I feel like I'm okay with the speed only because it's faster than the alleged speed of Diamond and Pearl.
I guess
But
so.
But I played Platinum for the first time after playing Black and White, and it was rough going in that order.
My Eevee's a Spearow!
Oh.
I already have like 3 of these! Well, does anybody want to name the Eevee Spearow?
It's funny, I was like, Driftblim, oh no, they have Aftermath, and then I'm all like, wait, no they don't. Go crazy, Jar Jar Shinks.
Mr. Biscuit, alright. Friendly reminder, everyone, if you want to give a nickname for sure, you can drop 100 bits for that. Mr. Biscuit. Even though you're a girl.
For some reason, it's just reminding me of Mr. Bucket.
Mr. Biscuit.
Mr. Biscuit.
Put your balls in my mouth. Even though that's not what the song goes, but whatever.
I thought it does.
No, it's like they...
I'm sorry I'm late, but Rocco had to go to the party. What?
Well, are you changing it back to Miss Biscuit then?
You know what? Fair enough. Thank you for the 100 bits, Wolf. Much appreciated, man. I regret to inform you, but it does have Aftermath. Not in this randomizer.
I mean, there's a non-zero chance it can have Aftermath. I see what you're getting at.
When do we get a flying type Eevee? I don't think we ever will. Not necessarily because like, we won't ever think of doing it, but I think it's just like, their thought is, oh, Eevee's special. So Eevee needs to only have special type attacks.
What I would find interesting is seeing like a normal Eevee evolution. I'd like to see that.
You mean like
For
it
some reason-
evolves from like a normal Eevee to Super Eevee?
Something like that. It reminds me of like Digimon Adventure 2, where like, you know, you see Vmon and you're used to seeing Vmon like armor digivolve to like something and whatever based on, you know, Agumon and Garurumon, like fire based and ice based, you know.
Yeah.
You've seen those evolutions a lot, and then there's like a few episodes in is like finally we get to see like Vmon's like actual evolution, and then it's like, wow, it's just a bigger Vmon. What a weird sensation this looks like, you know.
And then his name was X-Vmon.
Oh, that was his name.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
The main reason I remember is when he digivolved, he called all his attacks like XV Punch, XV Kick. And then the one special move he actually does is even called XV anything. It's V Laser. What's the point?
I remember how like 6 years ago I went through like Digimon again, particularly like, so like I remember like watching Digimon as a kid, but then I was like, I never like saw like every episode of Adventure 1, so I went through it in Japanese, and it's also notable because it's very different, of course, in Japanese than it is in English.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything, even the music. So that was neat. I haven't done that for Adventure 2. Even though, like, I would have, like, an motivation in doing this stuff because I've seen even fewer episodes of Adventure 2. So a lot of it would be, like, new content for me. I have seen the ending of Adventure 2, the one that everyone talks about.
It's interesting, to say the least.
Yeah. Some people's hopes and dreams were dashed. You know who you are.
The shippers.
Yep.
To be fair, they were setting that up for episodes way earlier. Like, there was actually a scene. Why do you have an unknown? Like, there was an episode way earlier on where, Sora and Tai were having a conversation about how, well, I guess we're not going to have a relationship. Yep, we're totally not.
I know, like, I've never like seen full episodes of it, but I know like Digimon Try really played hard with teasing the shippers.
It is. I don't like it. I don't
the
like
clips that I've
it.
seen. It seemed like I was like slice of life. These seem interesting in some ways. The slice of life anime with these random insert Digimon.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but like the way I look at it is like it's just like it played out like fan fiction is the best way to describe it.
I can see that.
Because it was like, oh man, all the old Digidestin's Digimon never digivolved into Megas. So let's have
I know.
and let's give everyone Mega evolutions now. Yay! And then it was like, oh wait, we also have to explain the original Digidestin that was part of the legend way back in season 1 that we never went into detail about. And it turns out that, oh, they lost all their Digimon in a dramatic battle, but one of them got PTSD about it and couldn't let go, so they developed, you know what, this is getting into spoilers, I probably shouldn't get into that, but it goes
Hey,
into fanfic
Celebi.
territory.
What's up, Celebi? How you doing?
I have very strong feelings about Digimon Try, and not in a good way.
I can see that. Oh, yo, this is a legendary battle, just realized. Celebi versus Lugia. We're 2 apart in the numbering system.
Lugia commands the seas, and Jirachi can rewrite reality by granting wishes. I wonder who's going to win.
This feels like a matchup I would see in Pokemon Stadium 2. That someone would like do for like fun, just because they're bored.
I feel like that's something I would write as fanfic.
Fair enough. You can just submit it onto the Cerebi.net forums.
Do they actually have a fanfic forum there?
Oh, they did. And I'm sure they still do. Oh my fucking god, Glalie.
Digimon Adventure reboot. It was okay. It's like,
Really? Okay, so this is how the battles against this Glalie been going so far. So I use Hariyama Fake Out. Glalie used Protect. Okay, I'm just gonna use Arm Thrust. Glalie used Protect. I'm gonna use Arm Thrust one more time. Glalie used Ice Fang. Frozen.
what?
Yeah!
Wow, that's incredibly rude. What the hell? Like that's like as bad as the freaking rest talk I had to go through earlier.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, now Gladie's back to like protect territory.
Proton luck indeed, Seesaw.
Come on, Reptar, let's do this. Let's go. It's still active. Okay, well that's knowledge. I was gonna say that's good to know, but I'm all like, you know what? That's knowledge.
Also, Woot, sorry. I didn't realize Mayo said Celebi. For some reason, I replaced Celebi with Jirachi. I don't know why. And it's still active. That's really cool to see. It kind of feels like, have you noticed that a lot of like mid-2000s internet like kind of died later on? Like, remember when webcomics was the big thing, and there was also fan fiction to do that if you weren't an artist? And nowadays everyone's like, no, you got to make video content now to be noticed.
I see what you mean.
It's a little sad because like I know a lot of old webcomic people went on to do like webcomic voice acted video stuff. So it's like it's a bit of a shame because it feels like people are just like losing more and more attention span because of that.
Yeah, I also like remember how like for comics, like Sprite comics and such, like videos would be like the special edition like things where it's all like, oh man, this is in video format. That's like special, you know?
Oh, I remembered the days when it was like, oh man, this comic is actually a GIF.
I know, that's mind blowing.
I remember Brawl in the Family. Brawl in the Family also had video. Remember, they had video songs. The good old days. I wonder what the author of Brawl in the Family is doing nowadays. I know he made a video game called Treble Trouble.
Oh, that game.
Yeah, that was made by the Brawl in the Family guy, yeah.
That's pretty cool. Okay. Maybe that's why the animation style ring a bell, but... Oh man, 8-bit theater, I remember that. I think that was like my first exposure to Final Fantasy.
I think that was probably one of the first ones I've seen online too, yeah.
Sword chucks, yo. Welcome to Corneria. I like swords. Welcome to
Corneria.
I like swords.
You know, I've heard Corneria
for Rising.
I heard about the line Welcome to Corneria before, but I didn't realize that was from 8-bit theater. I always thought that was from like Star Fox because of Corneria.
Like it's so like amusing how like the actual town of Final Fantasy 1 is like Cornelia or something like that, but you could argue it's like a rough translation of Corneria, so...
That's funny. The Thief's Almanac didn't mention anything about a sudden destruction of the forest.
Thief.
Your least favorite Digimon series was Frontier. Out of the original 4, I can see that. I think if we're going by every Digimon series, I think mine would be Data Savers. Are you kidding me? Ah, okay, fine, whatever. Excuse me.
Oh, right. Hey, Kimono Lady, what's up? The legendary Pokemon? Oh, no, I already have one. You see, it's called Luigi. I have it in my team already. You don't need to be all, like, waxing poetic. I already have the legendary. I'm the legend already. All right. Do you not pop? There you go. I was like, where do you pop up? Here you are. Hey, Kimberly. Biker Kimberly, let's go.
Does anybody know what the levels are for the Pokemon League?
It starts at 40, ends at 50.
How the hell are we supposed to level grind to that point?
You don't.
That's the neat part. You don't.
If I had a nickel for every supposedly powerful mage who can only cast a single nuke spell once a day, I'd have 2 nickels.
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
It's kind of interesting. Phineas and Ferb, right?
That's Phineas
All
and
of that.
Ferb, yeah.
So, like, where have all these Phineas and Ferb, like, references been coming from? Because...
People who grew up with the series.
So, okay, that's interesting. I never did, so... I've noticed as an outsider how, like, all of these references kind of got concentrated and came out all at the same time as of late.
I think it's mostly because of nostalgia, because, like, it has been so long it's become a nostalgia series. They came out in, like, 2006, I think?
Sounds about right. The creators on Vine.
Oh, yeah, the creator is on Vine. He posts a lot of stuff.
Oh, TikTok. I did see this one where, like, the, voice actor for Dr. Doofenshmirtz, is that his name?
Yeah, he's the creator of Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, is he now?
Yeah.
Oh, that explains the TikTok thing. Okay, so I saw, like, his TikTok that he did together with Alex Hirsch from, of Gravity Falls.
Yep.
A platypus, and then it's all like something Deborah the platypus and all that stuff.
Yeah,
It's good to collaborate, you know. Get to know people, you know.
Liam. Serious
What's up,
gap
Liam?
of trainers with level 30, 40 Pokemon fight. Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, so like as an outsider, it's just interesting seeing like all of these like PNF like lines becoming like memes, like the dime one for example.
Yeah.
Everyone is saying that all of a sudden everywhere.
I'll
Like,
say
the first time I heard it, I thought it was just like someone being clever. Like Paper Star, that's very clever. Good for you. But it's like, no, I see this from the show.
Honestly, like, the show is really clever. I would say it has some of the best character writing in a kid show. Like, they pretty much revolutionized the idea of formulaic TV shows by playing everything, putting everything on its head. Like, they make fun of the formula.
Wait a minute. Does my rival have a Shelgon and a Salamence? What is your team balance here?
Well, where's the
Kimberly?
Bagon?
Also, what did you do to your Typhlosion? I thought I was supposed this to be a proper starter.
Wait, it got a new movie on Disney Plus?
Wait, how did your starter... Wait, this is an illegal evolution. Wait, hold the phone. This is illegal right here. Call the Pokemon police.
Oh
You're not
my
supposed to be
god,
level
really?
32.
Oh, did you know that the creator of Phineas and Ferb wrote the Campfire song?
I think I heard about that fun fact.
That's cool.
Somewhere. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Phineas and Ferb has great musical numbers too. I completely agree, Liam.
So I guess that would go together with the campfire song.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, it's funny because, like, originally it wasn't a musical series, but, like, they did one episode about Phineas and Ferb wanting to be a band, and Disney's like, oh, hey, everybody loves this song. Put a song in literally every single episode. And they were like, okay.
Sure, whatever. Was it the same direction that was like given for like Donkey Kong Country, or was it like, I like this song. Make sure every episode has a song. Crap.
Even the intro sounds like the Campfire song. Oh my god, I kind of hear it.
What's also funny is that I feel like sometimes I try to like think about what the Phineas and Ferb theme song is, but wait, is it actually? Wait,
It's done by Bowling for Soup.
you know, I was about to say like I thought a different show had the Bowling for Soup song, but no, it was actually Phineas and Ferb. Never mind.
Yep.
You know.
Oh,
the two
it
shows
was
that had-
designed? I thought it was Disney telling them to do that.
Oh, I see.
I could have sworn that they were told to do it after the band episode.
Look at us spreading misinformation about Phineas and Ferb.
Are we sure about that? Because like, because I feel like I definitely read this in an article once.
Are you sure about the article?
You know what? I don't even remember where the article is from, so maybe.
Dan is a big music man, so that probably have like a big influence.
Probably. Well, he did get the Beatles on once. Well, the living Beatles.
I was about to say. Kind of hard to do that with half of the Beatles. He missed his chance by about 4 years to have, like, 3/4.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna ask for a citation needed on all this, honestly. Like, normally I would take my chat for what they say, but there was a recent incident where someone didn't know about the whole food is useless thing in chat, and like, I had to clarify that, and they were insistent on it.
In a game, right?
Yeah, like in Xenoblade 3, the food was bugged for the longest time where the food didn't actually work. It works now because they literally patched it yesterday.
I was afraid how like someone was arguing that food in general was useless, like
Oh, not in general.
for surviving,
Oh no,
And
who
I'm
needs
like,
to eat food? All you need is air and water.
Yeah, you don't need nutrition, you don't need vitamins, or rather, like you just like pop those in. Just go Soylent, duh.
Soylent Green is people.
They also did Jimmy Neutron, right? Bowling for Soup.
No, that was... Actually, that's a good question. Who did the theme song for Jimmy Neutron?
I thought it was them as well.
I legitimately don't remember. Also, Max says that the band episode is the 22nd. It was the 22nd episode of season 1? I could have sworn it was way earlier than that. I thought that was like the 2nd or 3rd episode. Can I just say I still really like Simple Plan doing the theme song for What's New Scooby-Doo. I love that song. But then again, I was a teenager growing up in the mid-2000s listening to Simple Plan. Of course I loved it.
Let's see. Let's give you some more action, Luigi. Okay, so Max Spatial Awareness is confirming, or is agreeing with me about the Jimmy Neutron thing. Nice.
Okay, I didn't realize that. I thought Bowling for Soup was way later. Because wasn't Jimmy Neutron like a 99 movie?
Early 2000s.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You're right, because like it was in the Oscars where it won Best Animated Movie versus Monsters Inc. And I was like, why?
Wait, it won?
It won Best Animated Feature.
I don't believe that.
I'm pretty sure it won Best Animated Feature. Y'all can correct me on that, but I'm pretty sure it did.
Beam Master seems to disagree a lot.
No. Wait.
Shrek? Does he hear Shrek?
Okay, are you sure? I could have Shrek won. Okay. Because I definitely remember, like, Jimmy being at least nominated.
I wasn't even aware that Jimmy Neutron was nominated.
Yeah,
honestly.
Jimmy Neutron was nominated. That was... They have no respect for animation.
Or rather, like, animation was sort of like in its younger days. Hey there, Deoxys. What's up?
I mean, CG animation, yeah, it was in its younger days.
Also, yeah, like, Jimmy Neutron was, like, 2001, and then the show followed afterwards, like, a year later or so.
Yeah.
Superpowered mind with candy shapes inside.
I thought it was with Mechanical K9 or something like that.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't. That's the only part of the lyrics that I remember. But I also think of some like random like candy jingle that has like candy shapes inside, so it just like mixes them all together. Might have been like a Wonder Ball commercial or something. Some sort of jingle where it's all like with candy shapes inside. You know.
No, I think that was Wonder Ball, yeah.
So you know, Jimmy Neutron, Wonder Ball. You know, same thing.
I mean, to be fair, we always saw Wonder Ball commercials on Nickelodeon, so I don't blame you on that.
It's like, you know, like the Wonder Ball is, you know, it's also what we call a brain.
I hate that I can't delete HM moves. I'm so mad.
Not yet. Hey there, Nick. Goodbye, Nick.
Wow, I can't believe you just murdered Nick! Sorry, I'm about to fight a Mew!
That's only a Mew, it's fine.
Oh, God. No, you can, drop it in the Discord. By all means, B-Master. And now I don't know who I'm swapping into. Whoops, that's what you get for mashing! He was like, oh, well, that actually reminds me. So there was like this, I think it was like this TikTok that someone retweeted. It might have been you, Mayo, where it's like
I think
saying,
I shared it on, I think I shared the Reddit post for that, yeah.
yeah, so like a guy was saying, oh, like, did you know that light contains mass? So if you like shine a light with enough density on a sensitive enough object, you can theoretically press a switch and turn off the lights. And he was firing a laser at his light switch, and after like 10 seconds, his cat jumps up and turns off the lights.
Mm-hmm. It's all like, did you know that light can like exert force? So therefore, like it can also exert pressure. So in theory, I can like point my laser pointer at the light switch, and at some point, it should be able to like exert pressure to turn off the lights. Ding.
Beat 'em up!
Yo, Solid! How you doing, dude? Thank you so much for the raid. I joined my cult. You totally won't die twice. Oh no, it's just join. Okay.
I mean, maybe you already joined. So how's Solid's cult?
Thanks, pal.
I was already part of your cult. That's the joke. Hi, in TV. Thank you so much for a follow. How's everyone doing? I'm No Limit. I am a blind variety streamer who plays through games blind.
I'm so sorry you're blind.
Listen, I just thankfully remember everything that was in this game before I lost my sight, so I can navigate through everything perfectly, as you know.
Oh, that's fortunate.
But currently in a race with Myohel0. Can we get a multi-command for the stream, please?
Hey there, folks. How's it going?
We're currently running through the radio tower, trying to beat up on Team Rocket and hopefully save everybody here.
Alive dies as you resurrected her. Oh, so Zombie Gamer. What's up, Zombie Gamer?
I thought Alive was at PAX.
Well, they just got back today, right?
Did they? I didn't realize. But yeah, we're just talking about nostalgic 90s/2000s animated series at the moment. You're home now? Yay, welcome home.
Oh, so she's dead again, I see. Wow, I can't believe you killed her twice.
It's weird that it happened twice, though, isn't it?
Going back to this, huh?
I'm sorry! Like, Phineas and Ferb is legitimately a fantastic show. I highly recommend people watch it.
Yeah, like I was talking about how like I noticed like all of these like Phineas and Ferb references and memes popping up. And as someone who never watched the show, I noticed them like all popping up all at the same time, basically.
Your friend is dressed up as an Ampharos? Myo is an Ampharos.
Sure, let's say that.
I'm just saying, I've seen you in person. We've seen each other at MagFest, and I was like, wow, I can't believe you're actually an Ampharos. That suddenly explains.
It's a trade secret.
Is that why there's no pictures of you online?
Exactly. If you see me, you die. Anyway, hope you're doing well, everyone. Welcome in, Raiders.
You know, speaking of like nostalgic TV shows, the other night I had nothing. Well, not nothing, but I was hanging out with Nick, just relaxing and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? I kind of want to watch some old Nickelodeon game shows. So we put on Legends of the Hidden Temple on not Disney, Paramount Plus. And I was like, you know what? Didn't they also make like a movie recently of Legends of the Hidden Temple? And we watched that, and it was actually pretty all right. I kind of dug it.
Did a movie? Okay.
Yeah, it was actually pretty all right. It was like, it's your typical kids movie, but there was like a billion reference to the series. So I was like, ha, I recognize that reference because I'm old.
Is it a fairly recent movie? A fairly new movie?
It was like 2017, 18.
Oh, wow. So must have been the age of like, let's bring back Nickelodeon.
It was around the same time period as that Dora the Explorer live action movie.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was also the same time when they were bringing back the Jungle movie for Hey Arnold, the Rocko's Modern Life, the Invader Zim movies.
Yep. I still have like Disney Plus, so like I know I can like watch Phineas and Ferb there, but I also know that I have the option to like check out Gravity Falls as well. And I know for sure that Gravity Falls is not a long series, so
It's only 2 seasons, yeah.
yeah. I saw like the first 2 episodes of Gravity Falls once, so like I was like in crazy server, and I guess like we were gonna be watching Hamilton because it just launched on Disney Plus, but we like pre-gamed a little with like some Gravity Falls.
How'd you feel about it when you watched it?
It was good. I liked it.
Which episodes did you watch? Just the start of it, or?
Just the start of it. So like the first episodes, so like the gnomes, and then the fishing one. Something about like left my wife, barely knew her, that kind of stuff. It's purely episodic. Phineas and Ferb is purely episodic. Gotcha.
It's episodic, but there's very minor carryover. Sometimes it's like, oh, like we've revealed that Doofenshmirtz has an ex-wife, but they're amicable. He has a daughter.
That is for Laura Ridge series. Gotcha. So it's not Steven Universe. Got
Yeah,
it.
it's not Steven Universe. It's just like, oh, little character reveal stuff. That's all.
Gravity Falls has like some continuity, right?
It's much more serial than you think. Yeah.
Okay.
I hate that when I said cereal, it kind of sounded like I'm super serial, right?
I thought he was just gonna talk about the food or something.
Well, that is how they pronounce it in South Park, don't they?
Speaking of shows that went serial,
I mean, to be fair, South Park has always been topical.
yeah, but it's just more like that serial like experiment was an experiment.
Mm-hmm. I haven't watched South Park since like the I think the 2018 election season.
2016, right? Or
Oh no,
was it
no,
2018?
2016. Yeah, it was 2016. Sorry.
Yeah, that season stunk. Also, that was the line. My ex-wife still misses me, but her aim is getting better. but her aim is getting better. It's funny because marriage is terrible.
I love 99% of Gravity Falls. There's only one episode I didn't like. Which is weird because it's actually one of the more popular episodes.
You watch the first season of PNF, you'll get all the knowledge you need to get every little reference and stuff in later episodes. So don't skip the first season, I see.
Yeah, first season's basically a reference fest because they like, oh, hey, remember this? Okay, so the one episode I don't like in Gravity Falls was the Dungeons and Dragons episode. Which is a shame because, you know, as someone who loves Dungeons and Dragons, I should love it. But, like, I think I just didn't like that episode because of the fact that it just basically said, oh, you know what? All Dungeons and Dragons people who play it are nerds and they need to go out and touch grass. And I'm like, okay.
I see.
Otherwise, everything else is good.
You think the people behind, like, Gravity Falls would be, like, pro-nerd culture too, right?
No, they are, but they're like, oh, like, nerd culture is great, but don't forget to also go outside and be normal.
I mean, I can understand go outside. The first part of the sentence. Not necessarily the second part of the sentence.
Yeah. It just feels like a lot of times it's like, oh, like, you are so, like... I get what they're trying to say is, like, don't get obsessed with your things where you ignore life. But at the same time, the way they present it, I feel like they just didn't do it well in such a way. It's like, oh, you don't do it enough. Wasn't the moral of the story A, play D&D? Not with how they ended the episode. Like, they ended with the episode of the LARPers going out like, you know, this is great and all that, but why don't we go out and find girlfriends or something like that? Like, I'm paraphrasing, of course, but they said it in a much more serious way as if it was, like, the writers telling you it rather than the character saying it.
Mm-hmm. Because, like, I connect Gravity Falls with Homestar Runner because, you know, one of the voice actor for Homestar was a voice actor on Gravity Falls, and like Alex Hirsch like made a cameo on a recent Strong Bad email. So, like, I connect those two together sometimes. And I'm sure like Homestar Runner, like, it's not necessarily like major nerd culture in your face, but it's like still like decently nerd culture.
I will, you know what? I am going to show the episode itself.
On stream?
Not on stream, but in my Discord server later, if anybody wants to watch. After the stream, I'm going to put that up on my Discord server if anybody wants to check it out with me. Just to show you what I mean.
Let's see, Frostlads, Reptar.
What do I do against a Steelix? Oh shoot, you're right, it is spoilers! Damn it, I can't show that episode! Damn it! Never mind. I'm gonna have to find the clip then.
That's safer, yeah. Since I guess like you've been like talking about mostly about a certain clip of the episode rather than the full episode.
Yeah,
right?
it's mostly the ending credits scene.
That is not good. Okay, you could have... Well, that's still not good. Come on. Nice.
Also, LARPing is still an aspect of Dungeons and Dragons. I don't see why. Like, here's the thing. I feel like a lot of recent times people have been taking a dump on LARPers, and I'm like, I know a few LARPers, and they're very nice people. I don't know why we are just like jumping on like, they're the worst kind of nerds. You're not the cool kind of nerds kind of aspect of things. I don't know. I'm just like someone who doesn't really like shitting on people's likes.
Remind me, what was LARPers again?
Those Dungeons and Dragons people who dress up in costumes and they go out and have the pretend roleplay.
Oh, I see. So, like, take the roleplay from the table to, like, you know, act it out.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that seems fun.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I don't see any issue with it.
Not something that I would do personally, just because I'm just, like, pretty self-conscious about that kind of live-action roleplay. Oh, that's what it means. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I would be, like, too self-conscious to do that myself, but, you know, power to the people who do so.
Mm-hmm. Hang on. I just defeated him. Who? Did he not drop the card key? What am I supposed to do?
Are you in the basement, or...?
We stashed the director underground warehouse at the far end of the Goldenrod Tunnel. Oh, I need to go to underground for it. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, there's a whole, like, second segment of the radio tower thing.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. I was actually, like, watching, like, Liam play through like, Heart Gold Soul Silver today, because that's what he's been doing right now, and he talked about the radio tower sequence, mostly, like, comparing it to, let's say, like, Silph
Oh, I
Because I guess,
definitely
like-
see that, yeah.
It's like the whole, like, discussions were had about the pacing of the segment. I think I like the scenario of it, where it's like, oh wow, there's like some like fake danger threat, which was still kind of abstract in a way.
I
but-
mean, they were just like, oh, hey, we took over this radio tower because we want to contact our boss.
Yeah, but it's just more like, I think like, it's all like, oh no, they took over something, something's happening. Like, as a kid, it's all like, wow, that's kind of cool, something's happening.
And then as an
But-
adult, you're like, well, to be fair, all they did is just kidnap people. Quote unquote, all they did.
It's like the same thing they did in Silph, like take over, you know, some headquarters, it's fine.
Yeah,
Occupy
but to
a
be fair,
city,
at Silph
okay.
it was a grand larceny attempt.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's kind of like interesting how like they basically hijack the radio signals and then it's all like, here, you know, let's play our, you know, signals instead. So that's kind of like a cool concept, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Now, like, the payoff, you don't really see much of the payoff except for like the special event for the remakes, but
Yeah,
in
but
the
you only
originals,
get you only get the special event if you got the special event Celebi for it, though.
yeah, so it's kind of hard to, you know, access in the remakes, and then in the original, there's like even nothing. Blue Gal, that reminds me of how like people sometimes like criticize me for watching video games, saying like sometimes like, you know, like it's all like, stop watching video games. It's like it's the same thing as like watching video games. And then some people said you can argue back and say it's like watching sports, which isn't playing sports.
I also know certain people who doesn't consider esports a real sport, even though by the definition of sports, it's mostly competition.
It's like more like the competition side, but I can see how some people would be, you know, like talking about how there's like the lack of physical activity with esports, I suppose.
I guess I can see that point, but like that's why it's called electronic sports.
Mm-hmm.
Like what would you want to call it otherwise? Like just, oh, it's video game competition, and I'm like, technically sport is still accurate to it.
I suppose like
And
it comes
chess
down to,
is
like,
a
the word
competitive
sports
sport, yeah.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, would the word sport imply physical activity to start things off?
I guess?
But what if it doesn't, though?
I don't know, like, by the strictest definition, what does sport mean?
Yeah. Because if the association wasn't already there, then maybe that's how we can go to the esports and chess kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And those people who don't consider esports valid think golf and pool snooker are more valid. I can see golf, I'll say that.
K-Roll, thank you so much for 26 months. Much appreciated. Hope you're well.
How's it going?
Why is chess an esport? I
think it's
don't
just
even call it an
sports,
esport. I just call it like, you know, a sport.
Kind of similar to the concept of like poker being a sport too, you know?
Hey, Rhyme animated that? Nah. Yes. Yes, she did.
So the definition of sport does include physical activity. Okay.
Okay. I guess. Then what would you call chess then if it's not electronic? Because that's what E stands for in esports. Does chess cause physical exertion? I mean, by strictest definition, literally everything requires physical exertion. Because you need physical exertion to move your arms, right?
I mean, that's going into the territory of like calling like anything in video games motion controls. Just because you move your fingers on the controller.
I told you it counts!
You and what army?
How is it that using a touchscreen is not considered motion controls when it's literally you moving your hand? Thumbs are not the same as moving your hand. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, so
that's
chess
important.
boxing exists.
Chess boxing I can respect.
Oh my god, why am I fighting literally every single legendary right now? I'm so mad. I don't...
Choice card.
Yeah. I don't think chess is an esport, but it is definitely a sport. You're not wrong. Oh my god, did you seriously cure your poison?
I was just about to say, I thought you're like talking to me saying, did you just seriously cure your Pokemon at the Pokemon Center? And I'm like, yeah, don't you?
Why aren't you using items, Mayo? Gosh, this is really inoptimal speedrunning.
You're gonna be Claire tonight? I can see her being doable. Let me see if I have the I might need to get... I have 14 super repels.
Long have we been streaming? 2 hours? We got an hour before Claire. I think it's doable.
Yeah. I think as I was like watching like Liam's stream, I remembered how the tower / World Island nonsense that becomes required comes after Claire. That's also going to be interesting because like we split off into like our own locations.
I'm actually
doing different versions.
Yeah, I'm actually really glad I'm not doing Soul Silver because I don't like going through the World Islands. I'd rather go through the tower.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting for me, partially because like I also feel like I more intrinsically remember the layout of like Tin Tower and all that stuff, and World Island is just more like it's something I only like remember. Like I don't have like strong memories of it. I just know that you need 8 gems for that. So
I don't remember what the requirements were to get to it though.
I think it's like Surf Whirlpool for sure. Strength. You don't need Waterfall just because you can just go down a waterfall. Unless they modified the game mechanics so that going down waterfalls requires Waterfall, which I can see that happening too. Nowadays in Pokemon.
I hate that you can't ride your bike in the underground.
I mean, it's indoors, just like on like tiled floors. I can actually see their argument there.
I remember there was like, you could ride your bike in Gen 2. Why not in Gen 4?
I thought it was just like Gen 1 or something.
I could have like, remember the underground that you can go to in Kanto that you can ride your bike on?
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't you also do the same in Gen 2?
Nope.
Huh. Gen 2 is not as good as everyone remembers it as being.
Okay, they're Gen 1er.
Gen 1's not as good as what everyone remembers it being either. Ride your bike on rocky, unstable paths is fine, but this smooth tile fur perfect for biking riding? Nah, not at all.
You can't go biking on this establishment. That's crazy. Oh, item.
Woot, in my, I feel like the definition of sport has evolved. Like, sport no longer necessarily means, oh, you require physical activity. It's more straight up competition in general in the professional sense. At least that's what I define sports nowadays. It's like, there's casual sports and then there's like competitive sports. But don't get me wrong, I do understand your hesitation on that because I know a lot of people are still hung up on that, and it is a really weird thing how words evolve into stuff like this. Man, every time I see Dugtrio, I always forget that male ones have black necks. I'm so used to the white
detail.
Huh?
I don't remember that detail.
Yeah, because like
Dugtrios?
ever since they added in gender differences, it's so weird seeing Dodrio with like...
Oh, Dodrio.
Yeah, sorry, I said Dugtrio, didn't I?
Yeah, I was like,
Oops.
since when did they have necks? First of all.
I mean, technically, they're all neck.
Yeah, so would it be like a black Dugtrio then?
Yes, that's what a shiny Dugtrio looks like. I'm totally not
males are
making this up.
shinies.
Yeah, it's just like how Hippowdon and Hippowdots, half of all the males aren't shiny and all the females are shiny.
Exactly. Female Hippowdon sparkle.
Nah, no, well, I totally get what you're saying. I was just saying, like, how people generally perceive sports that aren't the traditional, oh, basketball, baseball, all that kind of stuff.
Cool Trainer Kate. Wait, that's an actual trainer's name. I feel like that's like one of the phone number trainers. I'm all like, that's not a randomized name, that's a real name. What have you done to Kate? Also, I suppose this is our first chance to like actually like come across Pokemon now.
Oh, are you done with the rocket base?
The radio tower?
Yeah, the radio tower stuff?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Shelgon, sure. Let's try a quick ball on you. Why not? Just for the heck of it.
Fishing is considered a sport, and that doesn't exactly have a lot of competition. There's competition, but it's more RNG-based competition, wouldn't you say?
Alright, so what should we name the Shelgon?
Remember, everyone, if you want to name a Pokemon and lock it in before anyone else can steal the name, just drop 100 bits for Myo. Another Reggie. Wonder Ball!
Oh, given we were just talking about that earlier, that actually seems to make sense.
Gengar. Who I want to fight a Gengar with?
Oh, it actually fits too. Nice.
You know, it's funny. Gengar's one of those Pokemon that I really didn't care for originally. I was more of a Ghastly Haunter fan. But as the older I got, the more I really started appreciating Gengar as a Pokemon. I don't know why.
I think I like the concept of Gengar, but it's just more like I could never obtain it just because they're required to trade evolution.
Yeah, I think that was my main hang up too. It's just so hard to get because, kid with no friends.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, my parents were cool and it's like, oh, Limit, you lost your Game Boy? We'll buy you a new one. Whoops, it looks like we found your lost Game Boy. Guess you have 2 Game Boys now. I was like, okay, can I have a link cable?
My parents would be all like, you lost your Game Boy? Well, that sucks.
My parents spoiled the hell out of me even though we had no money.
I mean, we weren't rich either. I was just the only child. That's my luxury.
Yeah.
And even then, it's all like, we're ruining him. Well, you know what? Fine, he gets a present.
See, my parents were like, oh no, Limit, you're sad? Oh no, we gotta buy them a present to make them feel better. Because we all know material goods fulfills the hole in your heart.
My parents would be all like, stop begging. You're making a scene of yourself. Or like, show us you deserve this. So like, there's like a time when like my parents signed me up for basketball in middle school. I despise basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I grew to like dislike it after that season, but my mom was all like saying like, so in games, if you score, let's say like 5 baskets or some number of like baskets, I'll buy you a Game Boy Advance, because I really wanted a Game Boy Advance, especially because like Pokemon was coming to the Game Boy Advance, and I only had the Game Boy Color, so, you know, I was begging my parents and they would never give it to me. And you know how at Costco they had like a bundle for like the Game Boy Advance with Super Mario World?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I was like, you know, like eyeing that so much every time we visited Costco. But basically, you know, my mom was like saying like, you know, made the deal with me with regards to like basketball. And guess who never scored a single basket in a game?
That's really depressing to think about, but fair. I was really hoping that your story is going to be like, and guess who scored 10 baskets?
They would say that I was good at defense. And I'd say like, I mean, yeah, I suck. I feel like the reasons why I dislike basketball also are related to how I am fucking trash at basketball.
That's fair.
I mean, like I said, like defense is fun until people start going on like, hey, yeah, you know what? We should start considering using fouls. And then it's all like, oh, the fun's gone.
Like they actually tried to physically push you and stuff like that?
No, I would be the one who like go all physical for like defense, but then they would say like, we should like start penalizing this with fouls, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So by that point, I was all like, I have like no role in this game. I'm just gonna like not.
It's okay, you can just stand there and exist.
Basically, that's what I've done in the games. And then my parents would be all like, why weren't you the superstar? Eventually, I got a Game Boy Advance for some later Christmas. So I got like Donkey Kong Country and Pokemon Sapphire.
There's a Donkey Kong Country game on Game Boy Advance?
Yeah, it's just a port of the original Super Nintendo game.
I don't remember this. I remember there were ports of it on the Game Boy, not Advance.
Honestly, like my biggest gripe with it is just, well, visuals and audios are not great. Imagine, let's say, like, imagine that sunset level with the orangutans, you know, throwing barrels at you as like evening and all. Imagine that all washed out with like yellow piss color, you know. It was like a port, but you know, it also has some like Diddy Kong like voice clips from like Diddy Kong Racing maybe, or also like voice clips from like DK64, I guess. It also has a rhythm game. It has like mini games, and one of them is a rhythm game you play together with Candy. And you play together with some like some disturbing looking Candy Kong 3D model.
I don't like imagining that. Was it like original Candy Kong design?
I suppose, yeah. They also used the forest clips of Tiny Kong for Dixie Kong. Oh man, I never like played DKC2 or DKC3 on the Game Boy Advance, but mostly because I remember how like DKC1 on the GBA also pissed me off, just because I wasn't good. I was like, "Fuck you, Donkey Kong! I hate it when you go all like ooh when he dies."
Oh, did they use Grant Kirkhope's voice lines for that?
I guess that might have been like the voice clip from like DK64, but mostly just like grunting and such. Only Diddy Kong would speak English, and that's only in the mini games. In the main game, it's just more like grunting, like ow, ooh, you know, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And then there's that like the DKC3 for GBA also had like his own like soundtrack too. Or, like,
Really? Oh yeah, right, because they got
different
David Wise back for it.
yeah.
I actually really want to look up the soundtrack for the GBA DKC3 because I grew up with the original DKC3 and I actually like it a lot. So a lot of the music is super nostalgic for me. So I wonder, like, don't get me wrong, I love David Wise music, but because of me having that nostalgic connection with DKC3, I wonder how much of that I will actually like.
So like the original OST for DKC3 was like a collaboration between David Wise and someone else, right?
I think it was Evangeline something. Or
Yeah.
Ava something.
So like he wasn't doing this alone this time around, so and I guess you can tell with like the different style in the music compared to like the first two games. Like much more like mellow at
Yeah.
certain points.
Evelyn Fisher. That you are correct, Caesar. But yeah, I think David Wise music in general is very mellow in general. Like whenever I think of his music, my first thoughts are stuff from like DKC2 where it's like Stickerbush Symphony.
Yeah, Brambles. Yeah, no, Bramble Blast. I think is the.
I think
other
it was
name of
Bramble
the
Blast,
song.
yeah.
Do 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 do.
Do 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 do.
Or as Brawl would make it sound. Blick 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 blick. Do 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 do.
It's much more action-y for Brawl.
I know, yeah.
Wait, I like
But
both
that's-
for different reasons, though.
That was my first exposure to the song, and that was. I kind of didn't know what the original song sounded like until, and then when I listened to it later on, I was like, wow, this is like night and day.
Do you have a preference?
Oh, the original.
Okay. I like both. Like, the way I look at it is like, the original is very relaxing. You can like sleep to it. But for me, it's like, the remix is more like, oh, it's more of a triumphant, relaxing songs. Like you've overcome a lot already and you're already near the end of the campaign. It's like, this is your triumphant return kind of song. If that makes any sense.
The Brawl one or the original?
The Brawl one.
I mean, I suppose, but the song like plays like the starting like this is like an Act 1 of Subspace Emissary.
Oh no, like in terms of context that it doesn't fit. I mean in terms of emotions that it incites within me from listening to it. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. I know, Dirt Dog! I faced like freaking 6 legendaries this stream! I'm finding a freaking Groudon! Man, I am so high leveled that I'm not getting any experience from fighting these lower leveled enemies. That's going to make grinding even more obnoxious later on.
Yeah. Also thought you were about to say like I'm so high, but yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm so high.
Starter catch rates.
What are you trying to catch now?
Combuskin.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Fine, Mom, I'll answer your damn phone call. Thank you. You bought me items, I know.
Sometimes it can be nice.
Yeah.
I got a choice scarf eventually, but mostly they're just like berries. I'm all like, I don't really know what these do. Since I'm on the ice path, does it mean Tyranitar can perform Reptar on ice? I should bring Tyranitar up in front during the main ice puzzle then.
Ooh, Snatch. I don't know who I teach that to. I don't really have any dark types, do I?
There we go. Now we can name this Combuskin. What should we name this?
KFC.
Alright, that's candidate number 1. Does anyone have any objections or different names?
Hey, look! It's some kids on the ice! Won't someone call their mom?
Ooh, you know what? I do like Colonel.
Ooh, that's actually really good. I kind of like that, too.
Mostly because I can just go all like, Colonel.
You know, go ahead.
I'm actually curious to see like what it's like, so I'm gonna like make the trek back to the Pokemon Center to see what it is like. Well, yeah, you know what? Maybe I don't know like what I'll be doing for my teams.
Speaking of Metal Gear, I watched a 3-hour video essay about Metal Gear Solid 4 recently. And it's actually really, I really love video essays on games like that because you get to learn so. Oh, what floor do I go to?
Was that the one that PA retweeted a clip from, or was this a different video?
No, it was the PA one, yeah.
Okay, that one.
Yeah, I watched that and it was like actually super interesting to watch because they really go into the storytelling as well as the gameplay storytelling of Metal Gear, and I thought that was super fascinating hearing it from a Metal Gear Solid fan because for people who don't know anything about me, the very first Metal Gear Solid game I ever played was 4. I think you can imagine how confused I was.
See, you're limber. That's not bad.
I will also say I completely agree with that video maker as well. It kind of sucks that they lost out on the Metal Gear Solid theme because Metal Gear Solid theme is amazing. It would have been amazing to hear it to play in Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah.
It also really bums me out too because it was implied that there was going to be a remix of it for Brawl.
Oh man.
Yeah, like it was in the code, literally Metal Gear Solid theme.
Because it seemed like whatever songs Brawl had for like Metal Gear Solid, like they were like theme songs from the, like specific main games, but like nothing that kind of said, this is the song you'd associate with the series. Aside from like, I mean, there's like a few songs, but they're like, the encounter theme from the first game. So it's more like, it's what you associate with the series just because of history, because it came first.
Exactly.
Rather than this is a story of the whole series,
No, I completely agree with you. And it's interesting because I think they had like music from every single Metal Gear game up to that point because they even had music from Metal Gear 1 and 2.
Yeah. There's like Encounter for like 1, Yell Dead Cell for 2. I'm sure there was like something in 3. I think it was like
Snake Eater.
I mean, I guess Snake Eater. There's also like the Encounter theme from 3 as well, I think was a song, right?
I believe there was Cavern. Does that count?
Cavern was 1, right?
I could have sworn Cavern was 3. Chat can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know Metal Gear that well.
Mostly because I thought I remembered like a song called Cavern from like the first soundtrack, so...
You know what? You could entirely be right. And And 4, they had the Metal Gear Solid 4 Love theme remix, if I recall correctly.
The Pirates of the Caribbean rendition.
Yes! The one that you can play on your iPod for 4. I still love that stupid iPod. Oh, hey, I'm fighting Mark. I do love how when you're fighting Team Rocket admin, their names when they flash up on screen at the beginning splash screen, it also matches with the randomizer name.
So it feels like, let's say, like Isabella, which I think it might have been for me. So like Isabella.
Exactly. I think the only music that we get in Ultimate that isn't from a Metal Gear, the only game that didn't get representation in Ultimate via song was 5. But is there any songs in 5 that you would think of?
Whoa! That's about it.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, I take it that back. There are good Metal Gear Solid 5 songs. Like I like Quiet's theme. Quiet's theme is good.
Tom Hanks can learn waterfall. Hell yeah.
Man, one of these days, I really want to stream a Metal Gear Solid game. I probably start with the first game, though.
That makes sense, yeah. You've played them all, right?
I played 3, I played 4, I haven't played 1 or 2. I know the stories of 1 and 2, though, because of, you know, looking up video essays. And plus, I needed context for 4 because I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah. Oh no, Combuskin, no.
When the hell is my Vigoroth going to evolve?
Isn't it like 32 or 36 or something?
Are you sure? Oh, well, I'm one
like
level
a
away from
31,
36, yeah. I
Guess
guess
to be a service rating random. You know what? I think there's gotta be like more Pokemon in the Ice Path, right? Or was it just 3? Well, I think it might be time for some repels then.
I don't think there was a song representing Rising Revengeance. You know what? You're right. There was no Revengeance songs. I think they mostly focus on the main series.
Yeah.
They definitely had Peace Walker.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
It was
Calling
the
to the night?
Huh? Yeah, I was calling it a night. I was like, hey, Maniacal.
Hello.
Oh hey, what's up?
Not much. Yeah, so it sounds like Metal Gear songs in Smash. I know they represented the original Metal Gears. They had some 1 stuff, they had 2 stuff, 3
Maniacal,
stuff.
correct me if I'm wrong. Was Cavern a Metal Gear Solid 3 or Metal Gear Solid 1 song?
I'm pretty sure that's 1.
Okay, I was wrong.
I win again.
So Cavern's like the first, if I remember right, that's the first song you hear in MGS1.
Oh, like in the initial like stealth segment.
Yeah, I'm pretty
As the
sure.
credits roll, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all like whoa.
Yeah.
I was talking about how I was really sad that we never actually got the main series theme for Metal Gear Solid because of copyright issues.
Oh, yeah. No, there was a whole issue with it being, like, plagiarized or whatnot.
Yeah, apparently
Yeah.
it copied a Russian song or something.
Yes.
And you do hear the resemblance.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it doesn't necessarily is like plagiarized. Like there's a lot of unique elements in that song regardless.
Yeah.
Oh, there are, but, you know.
Copyright is weird. I get copyright. It's at the end of the day, it is meant to protect the individual. The problem is a lot of corporations use it in spite of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Copyright
corporations
is a
are apparently
necessary-
individuals now.
Copyright is truly a necessary evil at the end of the day. But at the same time, I do think it is very much abused in a lot of ways that it shouldn't be.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to remember what the name of the song was that was like MGS related. Something like Snow Road or something like that.
The Russian song, you mean?
Winter Road, I think. Yeah, that's what it was. Winter Road.
Okay. Okay, I just noticed you had a Lugia. Nice. I think it's the same one you had before, no?
That was
That's
his
been my s-
starter.
That's been my starter in this whole playthrough.
I keep forgetting you had a starter Lugia.
And I had a starter Raikou.
Did you take the Raikou?
Yes.
Why?
Why would I not want the Raikou?
A challenge, maybe?
Yeah, let Mayo get a freaking Lugia while I run around with a freaking Gorbis. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, why not?
Besides, they can laugh at the whole like not daddy joke too. Being all like, "Oh my God, it's not daddy from the movie," and then
I
people
swear-
go like, "Is that the one? Is that a movie reference?"
I still think it's hilarious that everyone keeps on commenting on that fact.
Is that a movie reference? Like that's how Junie sounds like.
No,
Yeah,
this is
that's
how
what she
Junie
sounds
sounds
like,
like.
I mean, why not both?
Touche.
Not that though. That's a little too much.
You sure?
Would Junie like to confirm or deny?
Yeah,
Defend
Junie
himself?
confirm.
She was here earlier, but I think she left to get food.
Well, I
I
guess
miss
there's no confirmation or denial, so I guess what we said is true.
Yep, just like how we learned last night during Maniacal stream.
Junie, come back.
You can blame it all on Maniacal.
Yeah.
Hard mode, Maya starts with Arceus, Limit starts with Magikarp.
It's funny, I think like my other two choices were like Mareep, which would have been the on-brand one, I suppose, and Shelgon, which is what my rival has now.
I think my other options were Gorbis and, I think it was Natu?
Why'd you take not to?
Why would I want a Natu over a freaking Raikou?
Because Natu's cool, it evolves. Can Raikou evolve? No.
You know what? He has a point there.
You guys ever mess with an evolution randomizer?
Not yet. Debating on it, though.
I did it once. It was weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, doesn't it work like if the Pokemon can evolve, it will evolve into a random Pokemon, but if it's a final evolution, it won't evolve anymore?
I think it was actually only up to like 3 times. I think for like a sort of a sanity aspect to it. So like after like the 3rd evolution, it would just stop no matter what it was.
Alright, I guess.
I think you were correct in that. Like if it could still evolve, it would still keep going. It was something like that. It's been a hot minute since I did like a rando with the evolution.
Guys, I'm about to
for
lose to a level 38 Magnemite. And I am
Yeah,
concerned.
Because he actually doesn't do this, Mayo.
Yeah, I see now.
I never noticed that the Gen 4 back sprite for Slot King is literally him picking his nose.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it.
When the talk, considering that's what you're doing right now.
Don't tell them that!
I know. I'm sorry. I just, you invited me over, and I just saw you do it.
I
one
didn't
time.
invite
Like, oh.
anybody over! You just swarmed in like an anti-vampire!
Anti-vampire?
Yeah, you know how vampires aren't allowed to come inside unless they're invited? So he just came in like he had, like it was life or death.
What Limit says is true. That is how vampires work.
It's funny, that also like reminds me of like Artemis Fowl, because that's like lore about how like the fairies of the world cannot enter certain doors unless they're invited.
Yep, I remember that. I see you too read the books.
Yep. Up until I read All But Deception, and I was like, yeah, this kind of stunk.
Yeah.
The only Artemis Fowl thing I've really seen.
Don't say the movie,
scene-
don't say the movie, don't say the movie.
From the movie.
God damn it!
The scene from the movie where the guy like starts eating a bunch of sand, and he like shits it out or something like that.
I mean, that is a character. That is a character.
He like unhinges his jaw.
I mean, that is how he worked. We didn't need to see it, but you know, it was there. I do actually want to read the finale of the books because the story does end eventually.
I know, yeah.
Thank you.
I think I like saw like something on
What's this
Wikipedia
about
about how
pooping
the books
sounds?
end, and I'm all like, yeah, you know what, that seems to be what I could expect from that.
Aiden, thank you so much for 13 months. Much appreciated.
Yo, Aiden, how's it going? So
Aiden.
let's see if there's anything else in the ice pad.
Friendly reminder, everyone, it is September right now, so all new subs that you do are like 20% off. Unless you want to do extra months, then you get extra money off. I just realized I don't have any flying types. That's not good.
Yeah, you don't need him.
Let's see here.
After the radio tower, I can go back to the ice path stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Pokemon. Show up, Pokemon. The repel went away, so you can pop up now.
You
There
know,
we
it's...
go.
K-Roll, we're going to be doing the Artemis Fowl movie eventually on my movie marathon, so you can look forward to that, I guess. Oh, it's pretty bad. Like, not even because it's not, doesn't pay homage to the books. It's just the fact that it's not a great movie at all, and the script is pretty awful.
Did you actually like watch it?
I watched it, yeah.
Why would you do that?
Because I grew up with the books, and I was like, you know what? I've always had different opinions from other people, and I was wrong.
You do have the same opinions as other people sometimes.
No! Oh, there goes Maniacal.
Thank you.
He's all like, I can't take this Artemis Fowl slander.
Tropic, thank you so much for the tier 1 for 4 months. Much appreciated. How you doing? Ooh, hype train.
So I assumed you called your fire type there Colonel for specific reasons.
What do you think he named it after?
Well, I'm just trying to make sure that you don't know what the fire type is if you don't know it.
I know what it is. Mayo told me.
What is
Yeah,
it?
we talked.
Yeah, it's clearly a Charizard.
Actually, it's an Embor.
Oh, obvious. Well, shoot, Emboar in this game? Damn! That's really rare!
You know how randomizers are wild, you know? Also, you don't need to name them. I can name it myself. You don't need to drop the 100 bits for this. I can do this myself. I'll fucking do it myself.
Fuck it, we're live!
There we go. I don't like the other person you need to associate with the Pokemon would of course be Jared, but you know what? I don't. That would be association number, I don't know, maybe 2?
I associate far more with Liam than I do Jared, not gonna lie.
Yeah. It's like either like with Jared or like with escalators.
Oh, right, the escalator bit, yeah.
That's done now. There's no more escalator first anymore.
Escalators,
not, huh?
escalators, escalators!
It's
Oh,
an
you know what?
internet.
I mean, true, yeah.
The book was fine from what you remember. The book movie is a bad one adaptation. 2, the movie is a bad movie. Wait, which books are we talking about again?
Artemis Fowl, I
Fowl is doing
assume.
I also remember how like the movie trailer had like a Radiohead song, and I'm all like, what? Why?
Was there an issue with that?
No, it's just I just wouldn't associate Radiohead with A, Disney, B, Artemis Fowl.
I mean, the Artemis Fowl movie is a Disney movie.
No, but I'm saying like Radiohead. Especially like it's like a song that's like in the alt phase, you know, alt rock phase of Radiohead, where it's all like not a very mainstream like sounding song.
Mm-hmm.
So
See, I'm reminded of how apparently the newest Sonic ending theme song has the word "fuck" in it.
Does it actually?
That's what people were saying. I gotta like check that for myself, but that's what people were saying. I thought that was really funny.
yeah, I kind of don't know if like Combustion will have enough time to catch up with everyone. It might be faster to just like use. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of like Pokemon leveling. Kind of hard for Pokemon to catch up.
Yeah, especially in a format like this.
Yeah.
The full version has fucking in it. What the heck?
Alright, so apparently Nick is heat proof. Good for you.
So the next time I see Nick, I can set him on fire?
Yeah, and then, you know, he doesn't feel anything. Oh yeah, this is also like where the move relearner is and all.
So, wait a second. Like, did they grab a third-party song for Sonic Frontiers, or is it a song made for Sonic Frontiers?
Wait, Frontiers or movie?
No, we're talking about
Frontier.
Sonic Frontiers.
Let's see here. Move Maniac. Can make him. It'll cost you. Oh, okay, and there's no hard skills, huh? Move Deleter. Cool. And what are you?
You think Vandalize is its own song, not a Sonic song? I don't know how to feel about that.
I mean, some songs were their own songs where they became like Sonic songs. Like, I'm sure not all of Crush 40 stuff was like a Sonic song.
What about the ones that mentioned the word Sonic in it?
The ones that do would be more associated with Sonic, yeah, but not everything Crush 40 would make is like a Sonic song, you know what I mean?
Okay, name a Crush 40 song that isn't a Sonic song.
Well, no, like they don't have, like, they can be songs, but they're just also used in Sonic.
No, but they were made for Sonic then, because they debuted in Sonic.
Did they? Not all of them, I'm sure did.
Okay, name one.
So,
Okay, figured
let
this
me
out
catch
right
up to this
now.
conversation. So you're asking about a song that was made for Sonic?
No, I'm like, Maniaco's trying to argue that not all songs in Sonic originated from Sonic, and I'm like, okay, name one that
No, that's
wasn't.
not what
then.
I'm arguing.
What are you arguing, then?
Yeah, I don't understand what your argument
The
is
argument
then.
exists is that not all of Crush 40's discography has to be from Sonic.
Okay, then name one that isn't Sonic.
There's Dangerous Ground, Revving Up, Watch Me Fly. Those aren't Sonic. Some of the discography right here.
Cool. I'm all like, I don't. That's a neat fact. I don't know if it needed this energy. I was gonna say like for like a Sonic song that's like not an original like. When you said like a Sonic song that wasn't like written originally for Sonic, I'm all like, oh yeah, Gangsta's Paradise.
There's also other stuff here I'm seeing as well, like a song called Thrill of the Feel, when they were known as Sons of Angels. A song called Rise Again. A song called Two Nights to Remember. Like, they have non-Sonic songs. Not everything Crush 40 does is made for Sonic.
I thought it was a band made literally because it has like Jun Tsunoi as its band head or whatever.
That's just coincidence. They do a lot of Sonic stuff, yeah, but they have their own stuff too. Just people don't care about their non-Sonic stuff.
I've never heard of any of their non-Sonic music is the thing.
Exactly. That's the
Case in
thing.
point. I feel like it's like Westerners and Utada Hikaru, you know?
I wouldn't say that.
Right?
Like, there's actually some Utada songs that she did for anime and stuff like that. Like, she did like one of the main themes for the Evangelion rebuild movies.
That
Oh.
sounds right.
Oh wait, not
Lazy.
she. They. Sorry,
Oh, neat.
Yeah, they came out as that like 2 or last year ago.
That's
Who
cool.
was this?
Utada.
Oh, right, yes, they.
Oh, Carvana has Aftermath. Okay, so you don't have rough skin, you just have Aftermath. Okay.
Chris 40's lead singer did a song for Jitsu Squad and it's an absolute banger. Awesome.
Hell yeah.
How far are you into Ice Cave, Mayo?
Everything is made of lava now?
Oh.
It's hot in here.
Wow, I didn't realize we randomized locations too.
We
funny-
randomized weather. Everything
funny
is
you mention
everyone is
that.
melting now.
Funny you mentioned that, Lemon, because I saw a video I saw on Twitter recently where someone basically was doing like an entrance randomizer for Pokemon Black and White.
Oh,
They step out of the door, they immediately go into Cynthia's room.
That literally is impossible to happen, by the way. That was an edit.
Oh, I'm very sure it wasn't edits, but it was still really good.
was it like a mock-up of the idea of an entrance randomizer, I guess?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because stuff like that is 100% faked because it's impossible to go into a situation like that where you have no Pokemon because otherwise the game would crash.
Well, not just
hilarious, though.
Like,
Makes
there's
for a
also, like,
good tweet.
There's also like the logic that should be put into place for a randomizer like that.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm going to kill myself. Tom Hanks, let's go destroy I am Feroz. That's a weird sentence out of context.
I
Let me
am
rephrase that. Let me
Feroz.
Let me destroy myself. Tom Hanks, destroy Ampharos. Oh, you have charge. Oh no, you can raise your special defense.
I kind of,
no.
I kind of want you to find an Ampharos and name it I am Feroz now. Yeah, exactly like that rain thing.
I am Feroz.
It's like the
Made
movie
by
I,
Apple.
Robot.
You're not me. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Or, you know, after the battle, da 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 with the trumpets. It's weird that they remixed that version for Smash.
Yeah, right? Like, I mean, I appreciate them doing, like, the after the battle version, but it's also just like, huh, alright.
They kind of remix both versions, honestly. Like, they have the beginning parts of the after battle version, but then it kind of transitions into the boss version.
Was that the? There were like more Persona 4 songs, like I'll face myself. I mean, like the battle theme was also like a battle theme in Smash, right?
Yeah, they had
yes.
Reach Out for the Truth and Time to Make History.
Did they have both of them?
Yeah, they did. I know for a fact.
Was
Okay,
Time to
yeah.
Make History? What song was that again?
That
That's
was
golden.
yeah. No, that was also in the original 4.
No, it was not. Time to Make History was new for Golden.
Are you sure? I could have sworn
100%
otherwise.
sure. 100% sure.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
remember,
Lunde
like,
is
what part of-
confirming it.
I don't remember what part of Golden that would be, but I suppose I can just go watch I don't know if I can just go and watch Super Genius's Let's Play and track down the song that he wouldn't even label.
I'll tell you where it plays. It's Time to Make History is the normal battle theme, but if you get the first hit, you get Reach Out to the Truth.
Yeah, if you get like a back attack and whatnot.
Hmm.
Which is kind of the... Well, actually, I shouldn't say too much, but yeah.
Oh, there's our Regigigas. Regigigas versus Reptar. Let's go. Kaiju battle.
Hell yeah.
And you missed. And you got revenged.
Oh,
Right.
no!
Have we all played Luigi's Mansion 3 here?
No.
Yeah, no. I mean, I have, but yeah.
Alright, fair enough then. Good game. Scare Scraper, really good mode.
In Persona 5 Royal, it's backwards. You get Takeover. You know, I still haven't listened to Takeover yet.
That's actually what I was going to mention earlier. I just kind of held off on it. Yeah, but, like, you actually have to fuck up to hear, what is it?
Last
You have to fuck up
Surprise.
to hear Last Surprise, yeah. Which I'll admit, I kind of did on purpose sometimes, because sometimes I got so sick of Takeover, I just wanted to hear Last Surprise again.
I'll judge for myself as soon as I play Persona 5 Royal, which
Yeah, right
might
after
be
you
this
play.
year.
right after you play through all the other routes of Three Houses.
Dude,
you're
you... there are so many games I have to get through. I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the rest of Xenoblade 3 and Splatoon 3.
Which is coming out this Friday. Thanks.
Hard
And
to
Pokemon
believe.
Scarlet and Violet.
Violent.
I know I said violence. Shut up. Hoping nobody would notice.
I like both Time to Make History as well as Reach Out to the Truth. I really can't decide which one I like more. What were the 2-3 songs that we got? We got
Mass Destruction and Battle for Everyone's Souls.
That's
so
what it
it's
was.
the theme, the final boss theme.
Mm-hmm. Which is weird.
Actually, it wasn't a final boss theme. It's actually Burn My Bread.
Burn
yes,
my
but no.
bread.
He's awake in a beast now. Face reality.
Baby, 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 wow! Basically, yeah.
Oh, I love Battle for Everyone's Souls. I have PTSD though from that fight a little bit because there was one time the bastard confused my party members and they used the full heal on the final phase. I was so mad.
That's so rude.
I was so mad. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna spend another, like, I don't know, 15 minutes on this fight, I suppose. It's already long enough fight as it
Dude,
is.
there's a reason why I haven't really played Persona 3 yet.
I love Persona 3. It's actually one of my favorite games.
No,
like,
I
straight up.
respect that. I just really like 4 and 5 a lot.
Oh, 4 and 5 are really good. I know, like, they're probably, like, quote-unquote objectively, I hate to use that word, better games, but I just really like Persona 3 and its ideas, and Portable especially is, like, there was just so much to it. I think it's my favorite Persona game.
As somebody who
overall.
watched like the Persona like games like for their LPs, well, I tried to play 5 and I kind of stopped, but like I saw like 4 and 3, and I feel like 4 is a game, like 3 is a game where like its overall story is like really like engaging and like great and all that stuff. 4, I think it's like more, the value is more in the characters themselves rather than the main story.
I agree, but I like the mystery aspects of that game.
Mystery
Fair.
is good, and the characters are really
Daniel.
good as well, though I feel like sometimes, and this is why I like 3 a lot,
All right,
Compared to
Daniel, let's do this.
compared to like
Daniel.
4 and 5, was that like, what is it? 3's character developments of your party members happens in the story.
Ooh,
4 and 5,
good.
you can miss out on their character development, and I don't like that. It's like, you better make sure you do all their character, like their social link stuff.
I mean,
Not
I get
otherwise.
that, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like it gives more tighter focus on the story because of that, though.
Yeah, but like if the characters themselves are incorporated into the story in a really well done way, I think that shouldn't really matter too much. Like Persona 3, I felt incorporated your entire cast really well into the story. Like, they all felt important in some way.
No, I totally respect that. That's how I feel about Xenoblade 2 in comparison to 1, for instance.
Mm-hmm. Is it go beside Mayo? It's me. Hello.
Oh no. This Drapion sucks.
I did not buy repels.
That's your fault.
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
we
I
just
did buy
put-
repels. What am I talking about?
So who's winning the race? You! Viewers like you.
Thank you.
I sound different? Do I sound different?
Oh jeez.
You sound
That's
fine to
added
me.
pressure.
I swear I feel like sometimes recently I've like sounded different people's setups, so I'm just like, is my mic just being weird? Or like, is it something with like Discord? Or is it like something else? I don't know.
Oh, you have rough skin? Oh jeez. Reptar, you're really not meant to fight this Drapion. Well, this sucks.
Yo, HMO7, nice.
Alright, Tom Hanks. Let's see if you can avenge Reptar here.
Still on your own stream, I think. Yeah, I definitely have that issue, I guess you could say. It's because I'm already turned up enough on my own stream. I feel like I'd be like peaking constantly if I turned myself up any more on my own stream.
I mean,
And I don't want to that.
it kind of depends if you ask me. Like, I've noticed some people have louder audio in general compared to other streams, and I'm like, I need to avoid having too quiet streams because I notice some of us seem to really like having super quiet streams for some reason. I'm not a big fan of that, honestly.
For me,
I'm
it's
not-
kind of like I feel like I have to like turn like game audio down because like my voice is like on the low end, so
Mhm,
that's
mhm.
why for me.
That's where I'm at, honestly.
And even then, like sometimes the game audio like would like overpower me anyway. So you know,
Mm-hmm.
Bravo, you piece of shit! How could you like? Oh my god!
How do I push this rock into this hole?
This gym battle's not going well at all. Holy crap! Sure, let's revive number 1 Dime.
Me dime!
Alright, cool. Vibrava did nothing because you have like no. Oh, okay, of course you have to miss. Okay, of course you had to miss there. Oh my god, this is turning it into a disaster. There we go. Vibrava down. Steelix. Alright,
Where does the sphere go? That's right, the square hole.
Meanwhile, there's like someone just having like a mental breakdown at the idea of just like, you know, the shapes don't matter, or like the shapes just all go in the same hole. It's like, no.
I do like the sequel
No.
to that.
Oh, I love the sequel to that. It's so good.
Oh, is there a sequel to that? I don't think I've seen it.
Basically, someone got another version of that bucket, and it's like, you know where this block goes? That's right, into the correct hole. And that
Like the game dev was all like miserable, being like, "Oh no, just square hole," and then they're like bracing for like all the like wrong answers again, and then it's all like every answer's like right now.
Mm-hmm.
and they were so happy about it, they were crying.
Yeah.
There is a multi-command to like watch them both, Max. Although if you are on mobile, I do get that.
Yeah, that can't be helped. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Are you on mobile?
That's just assuming.
Is that, oh, Twitch app. Okay, that is mobile.
That's definitely mobile, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Believe me, if we had squad streaming, I would be rocking that right now, but
Does squad streaming even work on mobile?
I actually have no idea. Have you ever seen a squad stream before, Max?
I barely even see squad streams, to be honest with you.
I've seen a
I've
few.
only seen like a few myself. Yeah. Also, holy crap. So, this has been a challenging fight, and it ends with a me spirit.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you do squad streaming? Partners only.
Yeah. Apparently it's like not only like partners only, but like partners can't invite
Non-partners.
Yeah.
That is also correct. Which is very dumb. Can you even get that limit?
I'm trying to figure out how to get it. Oh, I figured it out.
Oh yeah, you got it.
I thought I got it. No, I did.
Oh yeah, you're good, you're good. I have a partner host. It doesn't matter because the non-partners can't connect to it. Doesn't do anything.
Don't worry, the hosting feature will be going away. Although there's like one like there's been this like site where like you like have this opinion and then people can upvote it and such.
Yeah, that is like part of the Twitch forums, I believe.
Like I saw that for let's say like the TwitchCon like announcements and such, and it seems like they reversed their decision on that. So, but hopefully that hosting is maybe like gaining momentum, but we'll see.
People mainly still want hosting to be around because not everybody wants to raid. Not to mention, like, people will use hosts to, well, host command or host channels that have events going on for their own communities to like participate in, such as like GDQ or E3 and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to my chat, Max.
Hello. Also, hello, Farron.
Pretty sure Mayo's still winning. Are you out of the cave yet?
I'm fighting Daniel or Claire. Also, thanks for the follow. Hope you keep your dental plan.
You're
Also-
at Claire?
Dude, this fight has been annoying. So, this has been like the perfect team, even though it's all randomized. Basically, like the first Pokemon was Drapion, and guess what Drapion did? Hazards. So, 2 layers of toxic spikes.
Oh, gross.
And like this last Pokemon that I'm like fighting is like a me spirit that's like all about the stall tactics.
Ugh, that's gross.
Wow, what is this team? Fucking stall tactics and toxic, like, spikes? Like, doing actual toxic damage, not like poison damage? That is annoying.
Meanwhile, there was like a Steelix, which I mean, there was like whatever it existed, and what other Pokemon did I just take down? That was also Vibrava. I mean, that Vibrava just got freaking lucky and like one hit critical my like Cloyster. But yeah, this me spirit's been like the bane of my existence. But thankfully, you're going down now. Also, yeah, when I said that I was like in lava, that's basically in the gym.
Oh, I didn't realize that's what you meant.
Yeah. Claire's gym has lava in it.
I always forget about that. Yes, I know you're happy too, Raiko. I'll talk to you later.
I lost, there's a mistake. No, I can't believe it. Dragon Master Challenge, go there. But you don't even have a dragon Pokemon.
Okay, I'm in Blackthorn.
That's the name of a Super Nintendo game that Blizzard developed.
Wow.
Am I wrong?
I mean, I'll believe you. I don't think I've ever heard of the game myself.
You want a female Dragonair? What the?
I think that was always like the trade for that. Yeah.
It's weird
that
that they
sounds
specifically want a female one. Man, I love Gen 2 music. It's so nice.
That's real good.
I feel
Gen
like
2 and
the
its remake. Just to finish the thought, Gen 2 and its remake of Heart Gold Soul Silver, absolutely like banger music. Like it's just this is the reason why people consider Heart Gold and Soul Silver to be like the best of the remakes.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do think Oras has pretty good remakes though.
Oras is probably my favorite, just based off like nostalgia's sake and all that. But I prefer Oros myself, I'll admit, because I also grew up on Gen 3, but Heart Gold and Soul Silver are really good too.
I
I
think
appreciate Auras, even though like a lot of people didn't, but yeah.
Yeah, which is a shame, but I understand.
See, for me, I didn't realize how good I had it with Oros until I played later Pokemon games.
In terms of like the available Pokemon, or like
Not just available Pokemon, but just like a lot of mechanical stuff too. Like, oh, it's really easy to catch Pokemon. Oh, it's really easy to find specific things. Oh, there's like nice little bonuses and stuff like that you can do. Oh, there's like a proper post-game area for you to do instead of just like, oh, hey, you don't get anything.
Hey Sophie, how's it going?
hello.
Hi.
Yeah, Fire and Leaf Green are Fire Red and Leaf Green are fine, but like the problem is that they're still in Gen 3, so you have some of the issues of Gen 3 that are still apparent there, like no physical special splits, amongst other things.
Yep.
If you want the actual, I guess, proper Gen 1 remake, there's always Let's Go, but that's like the yellow remake, and also, you know, it's more Pokemon Go style, so your mileage may vary there on that one.
Right, I guess like the Let's Go is like a yellow remake in that way, yeah.
Yeah.
Even though they remade Yellow again for Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Eevee.
I mean, that's...
I say
what we
Eevee
just
twice.
meant,
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Also, what is this? Horsey and Dragon's Den? What is this?
What is it, dragon?
Go, Guruzis!
Yeah, here's a bunch of tedious stuff for the sake of getting competitive items, or if you're Fire and Leaf Green, yo, you guys ever hear the Sevi Isles? Which honestly weren't a bad post-game. It was only annoying if you wanted to trade stuff to like, what was it? It was only annoying if you wanted to trade stuff over to, let's say, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, right? Because the game
Oh,
would
shoot, I need to like free up space in my party for the thing.
it would
don't
basically
I?
require you to finish all the Sevi Islands to actually like trade stuff over, which was really annoying.
It's like trading. The ability comes once you finish the Sevi Islands, right?
Yes.
Right.
Like you have to like connect the stuff with like Bill and the other
Like-
characters.
The remakes were also like weird about Pokemon that could evolve after like Gen 1, like the Golbat family, for example,
Mm-hmm.
where they were kind of like restricted from evolving until like a certain checkpoint has been reached.
Something like that, yeah. Fire Leaf Green are weird like that.
Mm-hmm.
Also correct, yeah. To unlock trading to Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald.
Hey Shadow, how's it going?
So hello, Shadow Kai.
Yo, welcome to the stream. How you doing? We're currently doing a race with Mayo right now, so if you want to check out his feed, hit up the multi-command.
Yeah, check me out.
You're already on my stream. I can kick you out at any time.
You know, because everybody doesn't never really like said that on my feed either. So if you click on, I posted a link to the cat card link on in my title, so you can check out both feeds too.
Yeah. Check out both feeds. Or don't. It's okay, we'll understand. But please do.
Kanto is
understand.
pure! Kanto is untouched by sin! No Pokemon from those abominations considered areas outside Kanto are allowed in our precious Kanto!
God.
Never mind the fact that freaking Murkrow and Houndour are in Kanto.
That they are.
Also Slugma as well, right?
Was Slugma in Kanto? I don't remember.
I think it was, yeah.
That sounds right. Gen 2 is really weird about having like all the new shit being Kanto for some weird reason.
Rap nerf was the worst thing to happen to Pokemon. Exactly. Pokemon was never the same after Rap was finally nerfed.
God. I've never really like truly played Gen 1 aside from like the Gen 1 had more so experienced with the side games like Snap and Stadium and stuff like that.
Oh, why did I have to deposit my...
You love the
Jar
Gen
Jar
1
Shanks.
Pokemon? That's entirely fair. A lot of people have nostalgia for Gen 1 Pokemon.
Oh, absolutely.
Hi, Kyogre. How's it going?
Oh, wow.
buddy?
We met Groudon and Kyogre this stream? Jeez.
Mm.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, how much... Oh, right. It used Sword Stance like 3 times. This is not good.
Who is it and what's
It's
the occasion?
Gallade.
Oh,
Gallade.
jeez. Oh,
Was
boy.
a critical hit Fury Cutter.
Well, I mean, it's only Fury Cutter, right?
Yeah, but it just got critical hit with Slash just now and killed Steve Jr.
Oh, well, yeah,
No,
there we go. There we go.
not Steve Jr.
I miss him already.
Who?
Of course, you don't remember them. Mayo.
Yeah, Maya. Whatever happened to the movie? Remember the Titans? We're supposed to remember the Titans.
Oh my god, he just one-shot not Papa.
Gallade sweep, let's go.
The thing is about the sweep, honestly. Yeah,
I do like Gallade for a reason.
it's a cool Pokemon. I've never actually used it before.
Newt!
Maybe
Newt!
at some point.
Newt! Here goes Newt.
Do, do, do.
Burn my dread. Oh god, Psycho Cutter. Oh no. Kobe! No! No, 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 no. Come on, Kobe, you're a tank! No!
The thing is, Sword Dance 3 times. You realize that?
He's also higher level than any of my Pokemon except for Perry. Perry! Please!
Betty, please.
Oh god. Thankfully, Perry was able to outspeed him and beat it. Oh my god, I almost got team wiped.
Could you imagine if Perry missed?
I would have been so mad. Well, time to run back to the Pokemon Center, I guess.
That it is. Run back, live with your shame. And where
Run.
did it bring you?
Run
to
and
me.
never return.
Also, that was only your first trainer, dude.
I mean,
it's the first trainer.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
my Pokemon are super underleveled for this fight. Jesus.
I don't know if it's exactly that, and more so just how, like, absolutely demolished you got by a Gallade who used 3 Sword Stances because you just let it do that.
Because I was trying to smack him in the face with other moves. What do you want from me?
For you to kill it faster.
Striders wouldn't let them do this 3 sword stances. That's what hazers are for.
Between your child.
Onigiri.
Nice choice, child.
Ashura.
$1 Galladian. Gallade sweep.
Gallade $1 And speaking of that, Morbius apparently is on Netflix now.
Yeah, apparently.
Who wants to
Netflix-
watch Morbius?
And apparently Netflix tried to cash in on the meme that was already killed by the re-release. So, cool, Netflix. It's not as if your stock is already, like, dying.
I remember
for other
someone
reasons.
else was trying to recreate that with another movie from another studio. I forget which movie it
I'm
was.
sorry.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite thing I think I saw about, like, when Morbius was re-released in theaters and flopped was the third petition to be like, please bring it back to the theaters. We were just all busy that weekend.
Dark or Flying would have worked on it. Dark wouldn't have worked because it's part fighting type. Fighting type resists
It would
Dark.
have been Ghost or Flying.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder, for, like, speed strats, or, like, speed runs, if you ever need to, like, surf, I guess, like, one consideration is to not have the surfing Pokemon be at the front of your party. Because it has, like, do the little animation hop where it's like, yay, yay, before it, like, surfs. So, speedrunners would probably have to, like, take that into account.
Oh, for sure.
Then again, I'm sure, like,
Absolutely.
most speedrunners would just do, like, one Pokemon, and the surfer's just some HM slave anyway, so... No,
do agree, though, that,
Daniel's
like-
here.
I mean,
I do agree, though, that, like, any HM user you're using, you should not be at the front of the party because of the little animation that plays.
Cheating helps you win.
You're not going for the Jitini? Can't believe this.
What kind of trainer do you wish to battle? Anyone. What is love? Violence.
Baby,
Strong
don't hurt
Pokemon.
me.
Don't hurt me.
No more.
I
Are you
thought they-
serious? You put me to sleep with the Psy Wave? What?
I like how they're making it. They're trying to hype up the whole like, oh, it's the Dratini challenge or that's the contest of kindness or whatever. You better answer it right. And the questions are very, very obvious. I feel like.
I do find it interesting how like you hear like Claire's like theme song. Like she has a unique theme song to herself in this moment. That was like Crystal exclusive too, before like HGSS.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Right.
Oh, Maya, I hope you had an extra team slot with you.
Oh, I know. That's why I like deposited, let's say, like a Pokemon earlier.
Gotcha.
I think I only need to like go back outside and go back in. What do I need to do to? Do I need to like leave Dragon's Den to get the Dratini?
Don't you need to
in
like
the
just
remix?
leave the room?
That's what I tried, but I'm like, did they change that in the remake?
No, you should have gotten it.
Did you answer everything correctly?
Or is it a case where like they're like, no, you know what? Wait until you do Lugia first, and then we'll talk Dratini.
No,
If
I'm
that's the
very
case-
sure you don't have to do Lugia.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you get Dratini right now.
From people who remember the remakes really well, do you need to do anything else before you get to the Dratini?
Have a
Do you
good
need to
night,
leave
Dirt.
the Dragon's Den?
Night Dirt Dog. I thought you
Night
could have
Dirt
gotten
Dog.
it right now. That's why I'm confused.
I know, like with Crystal, you could just like leave, but I'm all like, they've changed some things in the remakes. Whereas
Hang on.
like the sequence of events is like changed here and there.
Did you might have misinput and gave a wrong answer?
You think I would say Pokemon are slaves?
Yes.
You steal Dratinis and make them your slaves.
Test of kindness. Do you unplug your friend in critical condition out of kindness or allow his family to cling on to hope out of kindness? What is this,
Oh.
like, a
Jesus
trolley problem?
Christ.
You do have to leave the caves, what I'm seeing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Wait.
they changed that in the remake.
Well-
They made it more annoying.
Why did they make you have to
That
leave
was
the
unnecessary.
cave?
Also, yeah, you get a Dratini whatever, regardless of your answers. Like, the move is like extreme speed is like the only like true reward for like.
Right. Right. That's what it was. You're correct. Because they can't really know extreme speed normally.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, back check pun. That's awesome.
Oh man, Empress's head on Mewtwo is less weird than the two, but they're both weird. Oh man. Looking forward to that.
Oh, you can't lose the test of kindness, apparently.
Yep. You can answer like a complete dick, being like, Pokemon are slaves. I only want to battle strong traders because weak traders suck. Only strong Pokemon matter.
I don't
Violence
know.
is the key. Well, here's your Dratini, you pass.
I don't know why, but this is reminding me of the choices at the beginning of a Kingdom Hearts game.
Right. Determine your choices now.
Well,
until
it's
the time you level up.
Togepi. What should we name this
Fitting, I
Togepi?
guess.
Hmm?
Sunny side up.
Let's see. I'm also curious, like, would it know any special move? Scrambled. Yeah,
Scrambled
yeah. Like
into-
they did say how like Claire like would like fail this test.
Yeah, Claire just sucks. That or we just have a. That or the chief just likes us.
It's like we've actually designed this test so that literally no one would fail. It's impressive that he've actually like failed. Let's see,
This has never happened before.
Do you think Claire became a gym leader because she was so mad that she failed the test? She's like, fine, I'm going to have other people recognize me. I don't need the Dragon Clan.
I'm actually gonna go with over easy just because I like the idea of Benedict, but this is also female. Go over easy. Alright, so what's so special about you, over easy? Level 15. You have no guard. Well, that is interesting for you, but I don't have the patience to raise you all the way to a Togekiss, so goodbye.
Man, do you remember when, like, poison types weren't considered a very good type, but then they got buffed into being a good type with the addition of fairy types?
Mm-hmm. Thankfully.
I wish they do something similar for ice. That'd be really nice.
Especially for, like, defense, right?
Yeah, like, maybe make it so that, oh,
Oh,
it's
wait a
able to
minute.
resist water.
Wait, does Togepi knows extreme speed? Okay, so 80 Pokemon would just know extreme speed, huh?
That's hilarious and amazing.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Oh, apparently in the OG games, the guy just goes, sorry, I didn't hear you, if you give an incorrect answer.
Yeah, that's funny. I didn't hear you correctly. Pokemon are tools. I didn't hear you correctly. Say it one more time.
Takes a gun. I'm sorry, I misheard you. What did you mean to say again?
Repeat the answer again, motherfucker.
Runny Egg. Oh, man. That should have been his name, but you know what? Over easy, it's fine. Oh, by the way. This is you. Anyway,
Yeah, but it's weird that ice doesn't have any other resistances compared to other stuff. It makes sense to have it resist water.
Liam has the ability Snow Warning. That's funny considering where he lives.
it's like every time I like saw Sentret and Furt in this playthrough, I also like, oh, that makes sense because you're Canadian. But no one caught up. No one caught that. So here's the joke explained 3 parts in, or 4 parts in.
Oh, there you go.
Ah, yes, this route where you can traverse through this like 3 times to get like everyone. Oh, they have the Wobbuffet with the lipsticks in their artwork. Alright, let's see what Pokemon are here.
Dark Cave. Yeah, the route south of Blackthorn I find annoying because, like you said, you have to kind of go down it like multiple different pathways to fight everybody.
I mean, to be fair, there
As well
that
as
was a
everything.
to be fair, there was a similar location like that in Gen 3 where it was right above Lava Ridge. I forgot what that mountain was
Yeah.
called.
The
Above Lava
Jagged
Ridge.
Path, I think.
That's no. Are
It's
you
like-
thinking?
The
Are you
Jagged
thinking
Path
more
like south of the
the-
volcano.
Yeah, the path south of Volcano, correct.
I guess that would be Jagged Pass. Yeah, but to be fair, Jagged Pass is not that fucking long compared to what we're seeing in like Gen 2. Jagged Pass at most is just like it's also mostly hops as well. It doesn't take long to get back to. You can just go back to Lava Ridge.
No,
Just
here's
go
the
down
thing
the
though, you still have to like
back
take.
up.
Here's the thing, you still have to take it multiple times. That's the problem.
Yeah, multiple times, but
Maybe
the
like 2
screen
times, maybe.
it's only a few hops. The screen you could go through the whole thing in like without any trainers in like I don't know, like 15 seconds. This thing takes multiple minutes. This is a long path down. I think it's hard to compare the two personally.
Okay, Gen 3er.
No, this is just simple facts. Even within a Gen 3er, this path is long with how much you have to do.
Uh-huh,
The one in
Gen 3er,
3
got
takes
it.
no time at all. You can't just discredit my argument because
Gen 3er, yep, mm-hmm. Please tell me more about how great Gen 3 is.
Like, all I'm saying is that you're not willing to hear my argument because you're like, no, I don't want to hear this anymore because because I know I'm losing. So I'm just gonna like just make fun of you for what you like.
Correct.
Okay, so we got a Porygon, level 25, which is actually the same. Isn't this the same level you get the Porygon at in like Gen 4 in Platinum? That's kind of funny if it is. What should its name be?
Hi, Claire.
Claire.
Thanks to the Beijing duck. Warning. Warning.
Morning.
Bam, bam,
Fran Wellington.
bam.
President say beforehand limit.
I'm not scared. Oh my god, this thing has sheer cold! Okay, now I'm scared!
I'm not scared. Get scared.
Yeah, one shot! What?! He got the sheer cold off! What?!
Is it also because they're a higher level than you?
Yes.
They are 8 levels higher.
Yeah.
Okay. To be fair, who was expecting a one-shot moveset?
What Pokemon was it again?
It's a
Dugong.
Dugong.
Oh, it's Dugong. Hey.
This is why I like to randomize movesets, because then anything can happen.
Imagine if the Dugong had no guard as well. I don't think no guard affects one-shot moves.
Imagine if I had lock on, though.
I don't think that... Does Lock On work on one-shot moves? I actually have no idea.
I think it does, actually. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Cherubi. No fear. Sheer cold immediately. One fear.
Accurate. It's a little chilly in here.
Wow. This Cherubi tanked a freaking Ice Beam from Newt.
It's also like 8 levels higher than you. Oh no, where is he? Guess you can't fucking go to sleep now.
Oh no. Whatever will I do? Haunter.
I think in like the main parts of the game where AC is so useless, but I think in competitive it's obviously pretty good.
No guard makes all moves regardless of effects hit while the Pokemon is on the field. Are we sure about that?
I thought that was Mold Breaker. Oh wait, no, it's not Mold Breaker.
That's abilities, yeah.
Well, no, No Guard is also an ability, but Mold Breaker more so makes it so that things always like hits, or rather, like if for example a Pokemon would like resist a move, or
Because
it's just
of
not
an
affected
ability,
by it, it would still go through.
I think the reason they did that is because they never gave a one-shot move onto a Pokemon that has no guard.
Mold Breaker just ignores abilities, huh? All right.
Yeah. So, like, if a move would have been negated by an ability like Levitate, then Mold Breaker just ignores that.
Okay.
The closest we ever got was Dynamic Punch? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's just a powerful move, but it ain't a one-hit kill.
Is your farm Pokemon seriously Meowth?
Meowth, that's right. Oi, check it out, James. I'm Meowth.
That's not even Meowth's voice.
I'm trying to like sound it in my head. I know what it sounds like in my head, but I can't make it come out right. Oi, the twerps are here. This not supposed to be British.
You do not know how to do a British accent. I mean, not
Was it-
British.
I'm not trying to
Brooklyn.
do one.
Was it more Australian than British?
I think it was more like Brooklyn.
I'm not trying to do it, but Meow's voice is Brooklyn, I think, yeah. Hey, I'm walking over here.
The twaps!
The twerps. I'm walking here. The twerps. The twerps get in the way of my walk.
Do I need to use Whirlpool to get to the Dratini?
Yes. Pretty sure.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I hope you grabbed Whirlpool.
I have Whirlpool, I just don't want to teach it to my freaking Kingdra. Ugh.
Get yourself an HM slave. Make
What
some
was-
room in your party for that Dratini.
What is this terrestrializing again? Oh, it's Empoleon. Hey. Nice to meet you. I know your ability is shitty because you have slow start. Yep. I'm sorry you can't get it on. So, bye. Not gonna bother with you because of your starter catch rates.
Are you trying to use that Gardevoir on your team limit?
Huh? Why?
Okay, just curious on the name is all.
Okay, that changes the Pokemon's type. Oh, I see.
I don't remember why I named it Lunch Money.
You know what? I'll throw one quick ball for the lulz. For the lulz. Let's go.
For the lulz.
Okay, that was lulz. We're leaving.
Hee lols. Lols are Rooney.
Oh my god. Oh, this terrestrializing is a new thing. Okay.
Yeah, that's the new thing for Scarlet and Violet. Basically, it changes the Pokemon into a different type.
Oh.
It's actually kind of broken with certain setups.
I'm also gonna guess it's something that may not happen in every single possible battle, right?
Oh no, like that's basically what the new raid battles are. You basically need to you find a Pokemon and it randomly has a different type associated with it.
Oh, I see. So, like, what you fight has its type change, but not, let's say, like, your own Pokemon.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's activated by an item, apparently.
see.
Do we know it's because of a held item, or if it's like, I don't think they actually went over it, did they? At least just out of the things that I looked into. I could be entirely wrong. Of course you have a Tyranitar in here. Why wouldn't you?
Why not?
Why not?
Of course that would happen. So, like, I'm all like, let me just, like, use some spikes with the Cloyster here so that the next Pokemon can get entry hazarded. Pidgeotto. Neat.
Okay, if it's
I'm
a
so
key
glad I
item...
used the spikes twice.
Okay, if it's a key item, it's probably going to function like Dynamaxing in that instance, then.
Yeah.
Was Dynamaxing related to an item, though?
No. That's what I mean. In terms of, like, it's... In lore, it's related to an item, but in terms of gameplay, it's just like, oh, I can use it whenever I want.
Or, like, Mega Evolutions with the necklace thing.
Right.
Yeah,
That was also, like, tied to an item.
Yeah, but that requires the Pokemon to hold the item.
Yes.
Well, that was it up, but you also had, like, your own, like, necklace to pair up with that, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, Lemon Mayo, I have a question.
No.
Yep.
What
When are we all doing something together?
do you... I already have 2 plans with you, Maniacal. It's whether or not you want to do them.
Well, not until I get a better computer in the future and stuff.
Yeah, that's
so
what I
gonna
thought.
So we have to have other plans in the meantime. So here's what I'm thinking, right? A platformer. 3D platformer, if you will. And we just race that together over the course of multiple nights.
I'm waiting for you to drop the game name.
I mean, that's the concept right there. Just we could like decide on a game later. Like maybe like a Mario or something, I don't know.
Why are we playing this now on stream?
Because I don't know, I just want to do things with people. Like I'm seeing people do things together. I'm like, I want to do things with people too.
There's, like, this, like, one Steam game that I played with some, like, people once, and maybe it's a game that might cause, like, more chaos if you play with, like, people who don't play games, but then someone said, no, with any group, there's going to be, like, weird chaos. Have you heard about Pico Park?
What is Pico Park?
It's basically like
I think I've heard of it.
it's a co-op 2D platformer. Yeah, I see Aiden's react. Aiden, I saw your Steam review for the game, so I'm glad you know that. Pico Park is pain. Yeah.
Ooh, I like
yeah.
Pain. See, one game I want to play with someone at some point, because I remember watching this from like an old like Rooster Teeth video back when you used to actually care about Rooster Teeth stuff, was a game called Super Bunny Man. It's like a co-op game.
Oh my god, I found a wild Registeel. Nice.
Nice.
Super Bunny Man, it seems like a really fun game to play with someone. It's like a good co-op experience.
So yeah, I think like I played the game with like a group of people, and I think we made it through halfway through the game, and there were some levels that were quite memorable, and getting through them was like they required like major team effort because it's a co-op 2D platformer where you might need to have some coordination with each other.
Okay.
So it depends on the chemistry of the group. Like, especially if, let's say, like, you're like, if you know video games, then it may be all right. If you don't know video games, then maybe not. But it also comes down to like how well coordinated is the group. How well can you work together?
Do you know video games?
I don't.
Do you want to know video games?
Depends. Will it hurt me or cost me money?
Yes and yes.
Then no. Ah, heck it, the curiosity is too much. Let's do it.
As long as one person isn't trolling out of everyone is great. Yeah, so the thing is, like, I'm sure like one person is gonna like not consistently troll, but may briefly consider, what if I troll here? And then it's like, well, we're gonna be staring at you with menacing glares.
I mean, that's me whenever I play Among Us.
Yeah, so it's like, I was about to say it's like Among Us, but except it's totally not.
Really? This person had a Rhydon and a Rhyperior. Okay, whatever.
Tom Hanks, you got scared by a Shinx's roar. Come on, don't be a wimp.
Come on, Tom Hanks. I love the idea of just naming characters in like just things in video games after like real life people. Just so stupid.
I blame Tim.
I guess Tim used to do that for some videos.
I mean, he also like named his mudkip Tom Hanks, so it's based on that.
Oh, was that his Sapphire playthrough?
Yeah,
that was.
Okay, it's been like years since I've seen that series.
It's weird to think that it's been over 10 years.
Shut up! Don't say that.
Oh God. Oh God.
You're welcome.
I'll never forget how I never realized it before until like that fucking LP where he realized how ridiculous it was to have instructions for shoes. It's like, oh, I was like, you know what, you're right, actually. This is a little silly.
See, you know what bothers me about that playthrough? Like, don't get me wrong, I love watching that LP, but I wish people didn't backseat him so much during that. I really wanted to see.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah,
what?
'cause, like his team was. He had a good team, but I think like the Pokemon that were on his team were like not too unique to him, you know?
Yeah,
I know he found a shiny fucking Meryl at one point.
Yeah, he did.
that was insane. But like for me, like I really wanted to see him interact with the game in his own unique way because it was really refreshing to see someone go through a Pokemon game that that they've never really experienced before. And I was really fascinated by that because like, wow, someone who doesn't know that much about Pokemon, I really want to see where he goes. And everyone's like, okay, time to tell you literally everything about Pokemon.
You have to play the game like this, and if you're not playing it like this, you're wrong.
Oh, let me tell you about how this mechanic works. Let me tell you how this works. Tell you about this Pokemon that exists. Let me tell you what shiny Pokemon are, etc., etc.
Yeah. It's just like, guys, can we let someone just play a game and just experience it for the first time? Like, and, you know, not know much about it. You don't really get just almost completely blind Pokemon playthroughs, you know? Those are so rare.
Yeah.
Because like, I think like some of the Pokemon on his team included stuff like, you know, Aggron, you know, I think Manectric, Gardevoir, like good Pokemon, but
Were those his choices or were those chat choices?
yeah, considering that those are like pretty like common, like popular choices for a given playthrough of that game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like what sort of like weird shit would he have like come up with on his own, you know?
That's kind of how I
Maybe-
feel about like certain people who backseat John during his Xenoblade playthrough.
Hmm.
I think that's just like just anything in general. Like the idea of someone being able to just come up with like their own strategies for a game is so much more interesting than someone just being like, all right, idiot, you gotta know how this works or this works. I'll admit, I didn't mind it when people like told me stuff about Golden Sun, you know, but at the same time, it would have been so interesting to have like discovered some of that stuff on my own. But at the same time, I didn't mind it because I know I would have never discovered it anyways, and it made a more interesting playthrough, I think, in the end, and I was okay receiving that advice. But obviously, your mileage may vary on that as well. You know?
Yo, can I shout out my chat though? Because like with my Xenoblade playthrough, I've had very little backseating, surprisingly, and a lot of people let me mess up on purpose before I ask chat how to do something, and I am eternally grateful to my chat for that. So shout outs to you guys. You guys are awesome.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
So I just came across a Seedra that had Volt Absorb, so I was all like, oh, wow.
Oh.
Wait, a Seedra of Volt Absorb? Oh my god, that is terrifying.
Yeah. And of course you have Resolve. Cool.
Wolf, don't you dare. Do not dare. What are they to you? They are a friend. What helps you win battles? Cheating, training, strategy, training.
Cheating.
What kind of trainer do you wish to be? Weak, strong, anyone, weak. Oh, huh? Wait, I didn't register that. Oh, he still actually says, I didn't hear you then if you select the wrong answer. Okay.
Nice.
I wonder if like the whole like extreme speed is just more based. I guess like good answers versus like best answers, but like the bad answers are like, what did you say? I didn't hear you. I'm old. I don't have ears.
Yeah.
I don't have ears.
Yeah. You know, they have like mechanical, they have like electronic ones as a result, you know?
Yeah, they literally have their ears being plugged in.
Duh.
It goes in the shell. Good movie, by the way.
It was also a show and a manga. Hashtag I don't have ears.
But no, like I feel like the original Ghost in the Shell movie was so influential back in like that era of the 90s for like anime movies and like, just anime in general. Kind of around like the same point of like Cowboy Bebop was also pretty influential around that time.
Yeah, I can confirm that Raiko and Entei are the same.
Aww.
They don't change.
Wait, why is the game telling me about Lugia? I'm playing Heart Gold.
Oh.
What?
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to tell you about Lugia anyway. It's because the whole thing is that like these guys deal with more Lugia because they're more aquatic
maybe.
based.
I think it's like more like about their lore, I guess, but
I
at some
believe it is
point,
lore-based.
yeah, I guess at some point they're gonna be all like, at some point the game's gonna be all like, hey, by the way, Komodo girls are like, they need you to come, and you can't progress with the game without them. I think.
But
You cannot know.
don't they want me to be all like, oh, hey, go to the Tin Tower, Burn Tower, or whatever?
I feel like that may come like once we get to like Professor Elms. I think.
Oh, really? I have no escape rope? Heck.
Oh heck, with 2 C's.
Heck.
Honestly, I am trying to tone down my more colorful vocabulary. Like, if I ever let one slip, it's usually for humor, but otherwise I try not to. I just feel like it's a bad habit to fall into where you just let your vocabulary become, lowbrow, oh, hey, I'm going to swear up a storm kind of humor. It's not for me.
I feel that.
Oh, right, I have to go to a lab after I'm done here. All right.
Yeah. I don't know how to feel about the fact that I'm like going to this like route 3 times. I mean, experience versus race, but you know, not that we care about the race, right?
At this point, I'm more than fine just saying you're the winner.
Well, goodbye everyone, we win. Stream's over, goodbye.
Giving up so easily, Limits.
What, you think I'm going to somehow miraculously catch up because all of Mayo's Elite Four run is just going to be legendaries?
I mean, I have like the I have like, the world islands ahead of me, and that can be spicy on your own,
That's true. By the way, when you want to call it, I kind of want to leave some time left for the next stream if possible.
I'd say like call it whatever you want because like I'm basically going through like the route, but I can choose like I can like end like maybe like
Oh my
I'll finish-
god, are you serious? First the freaking egg was a tentacruel, and now my Dratini is a goddamn tentacool. And it doesn't have extreme speed.
Well, I think it's because of I wonder like because
Limit
of your
the
joke
tentacle
answers, did that
master.
influence that or
I
think it's also
maybe
because-
it might just be because of the Pokemon. You might be right about that.
Yeah. Soul Limit has a feel being the master of tentacles.
When you phrase it like that, very uncomfortable.
if it was only like the two of us, I would have done like the whole like look at my monitor, go to intermission. In response to that, one of those responses.
But you can't now, can you?
Also, K-Roll corrected me. It's because I made a joke answer at one point, and that's why I didn't get it. Never mind.
Oh, you fool.
I
You
wondered
screwed
if
up.
that was a factor as well.
Yeah, whoops. Oh well, who cares? I wasn't going to use it anyway.
What if it was something you would have used, though?
If it was like, I don't know, Arcanine or something, sure. I would have been
I
mad about
wonder-
it, but sure.
Is that Dratini shiny locked by any chance?
I don't think it is.
You don't think so? Okay. I was just thinking about that just now.
Why am I biking all the way to... You know what? I could just like fly there. I have a flyer. I was all like, I'm close enough. Okay, you know what? I'm too lazy to use repels, so we're flying 2 steps away.
If you're going to fly, I'm down to call it here.
Also, like, yeah, I'd say so. I was gonna say, like, once I get to, like, New Barktown, I'd say I'm done. Also, like, it was either, like, until I finished the 3rd cycle, and then you, like, had your Dratini moment, so I finished the cycle, so...
Well, that
Here we
works
are.
out perfectly then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Right, and save state here.
Also, while Kanto's still there, we're planning on going up to, like, the end of Johto for this, so... Kanto is actually not there. Unless we talk about the Kanto in the main game, which is like a... Well, before bulk of Kanto, the tiny Kanto.
Yeah, we get that
Technically,
little bit of
it's what
Kanto
I
that's to,
mean.
like, the west of Kanto.
See, I like to think that Kanto was wiped out by a meteor in you guys' playthrough.
So Professor Oak and everybody there are dead.
No, Professor Oak escaped. That's why he does a radio show. He was all like... Either it already, like, destroyed his home and he, like, had a new life, or... You know... He was like,
Maybe he
doing
was
a
a
radio show and
prophet.
he just managed to escape by pure coincidence, you know?
You know those YouTube thumbnails? It's like, what does he know? That's Professor Oak. Just what does he know?
Professor Oak, what have you done to your family? What have you done to my mom?
What did he do, your mom?
Well, Ash, your mother's with me now.
Where is she?
Where is she?
I'm
Where's
not-
your trigger?
Save Delia! Why do you know that name?
Did you call her Celia?
No, I said Delia.
Oh, okay. I was pronounced it as like Delia, but I think it's actually supposed to be Delia.
I think it's Delia. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I almost said Dolly, and I'm all like, wait a minute, that's an entirely different person.
It's an Eastern character.
Alrighty then. When you're ready, I'm ready to do the sign-offs.
Cool. Hey everyone. I'm gonna be sharing some links in my chat, so if you have Khadgar open, you can take a look at those. If you don't, or if you don't have my chat open, you won't be seeing them. The hot new links to, well, I say new, but the hot links to my Discord server and my Twitter, where you can like follow me for updates about streams, and you can join the Discord server to hang out with cool people. We like to have you there. I say for like stream updates, I'll probably be talking about how I'm planning to stream some more of Final Fantasy VII tomorrow, actually. That's the plan. Currently almost finishing Midgar. So this is also like Final Fantasy VII original, not the remake. But yeah, it's going to be like... At some point, I feel like I'm going to be like entering like semi-blind territory. It's like a semi-blind playthrough where like I know Final Fantasy VII, but it just never really like beat it myself. But I watched an entire Let's Play by HC Bailey, so you know, details. But that was also like 10 years ago, so you know, it's fine. So if you're interested, you can check out my Discord server, Twitch channel. I'd love to have you here. And yeah, I think that's that.
All right, everyone, thank y'all for joining us tonight. I really appreciate doing this with Maya. Really appreciate Maniacal. Change your first letter of your name, Maniacal.
No.
Thank you for joining, Kokam. Really appreciate ya.
I
Anyway,
appreciate you too, buddy.
shut up. Anyway, next stream for me is going to be more Xenoblade Chronicles 3 on Friday, assuming my copy of Splatoon 3 doesn't arrive. If my copy of Splatoon 3 arrives, I am...
Thanks for the stream.
I am what?
Work was
I'm
hectic,
what?
but I appreciated it.
Thank you for the 128 bits, Wolf. That's way too kind of you, man. What was I going to say? Man, otherwise, if it does arrive in time, then I will stream Splatoon 3 on Friday instead. If there's any changes to the schedule, though, you can follow me on Twitter at NoLimit42, where I post stream updates and general shenanigans. Alternatively, y'all can hit up the Discord server, where we talk about anything and everything. We're a very friendly bunch there, well, always welcome to any new faces. We also do movie nights every single Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're currently going through live-action Disney movies because, yeah, I'm still on a Disney kick, what of it. The next two movies we're watching are Escape from Witch Mountain and The Shaggy DA, which is a sequel to The Shaggy Dog. And that one actually features the dog punching a dude in the face.
Yes, I love that gif.
If you don't show up for it, I'm going to be disappointed.
It's just a dog punching. It's just a gif. What I have to show up for, and like every week is a countdown to Sky High.
I'm getting there. We're getting to Sky High.
Not for another like few months.
Shh.
I swear to God, if Sky High is during MagFest, I'm gonna be mad.
Anyway, we are also part of the Smile Time charity.
Oh, yeah.
I finally have a command for it. Yay. So, we are having an event this year. We just don't know quite.
Wait, we are?
Shut up.
Oh, man. A yearly event is having an event? Big shocker.
That's supposed to be a secret.
Be a secret, damn it.
Anyway, so if you guys want to check that out and hang out with other cool peeps like these two, consider joining that Discord as well.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. So yeah, let's go find a raid target if you guys have any raid messages in mind. I remember seeing a few posts in the chat earlier for me anyway.
Only for you, clearly.
I didn't mean it like that, gosh.
Just messing with you, dude.
Why do you have to make me self-conscious? I always feel bad as it is when I talk too much in a stream.
Yeah, I think like I have no ears or like a... I don't have ears, that's what it was.
Oh, you know what? I like that one.
Pretty strong, honestly.
I like I have no ears. Oh man, I have no one except for the really big one.
Yeah.
Do you want to go
there's,
for
like,
it?
Let me just see like what they're doing because I also like I have like an alternate choice just in case. But
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's like it's basically between partner or partner. So
Yeah.
you know what? I feel like we can like give bigger man a raid.
If it's who I'm thinking, it's not really any spoilery part right now.
Yeah.
Just an area.
So you want to go for them then?
We're gonna be raiding small time streamer Proton John with I don't have ears.
Let me get mine going then.
be
the
sure
fuck's Pokemon
to
John?
give him a follow because he's a small-time streamer and he needs your support, so he can like get his streaming hobby, started,
Yeah, help him out. He's really trying to get his career off the bat.
He's been really struggling for a while now, but I believe we can give him the support that he needs.
Yeah, he truly needs it. Please do.
It's not as if he's like self-sustaining or anything like that on streaming. No.
Oh no, that's not something
no.
that we want to strive for or anything, right?
Not like he's in the top 500 or anything. No.
No.
All right. He's doing some Xenoblade. Some of you folks are familiar with the concept of Xenoblade, so that'll be a good watch. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see some of you tomorrow. If not, we'll see you guys in places.
Yeah. Catch y'all later.
Later.
Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and remember, love always. Good night, everyone.
Love always.
Bye.